2.
What do you want from me? Prepare for glory.
Ready? Run from it.
And as this room fill up, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let friends, neighbors know where to go. Come on, Cowboys Scrutiny with applied pressure before the bye week. Well, we in the bye week now, basically, one way or another. Applied pressure. They say pressure is a privilege. That is what Dak said, right? Let's get it. The phone lines will be open as well. Brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on with it. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. We also gonna listen in to Daryl Moose Johnson. Come on with it, stand tall or not at all. Come on, baby. And as the room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like button, share this content, let friends, let neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Come on with it.
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not right.
As the room fill up, let's get it.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Come on with it. There's only a spoonful of people up in here, man. Where y'all at, man? I know y'all ain't that mad, man. Come on with it. Y'all jump on up in here and be a part of this conversation. While you guys are jumping in here, let me know if you got the notification. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. It's just us three. Okay, well, we'll still talk about it, man. I'm embarrassed to a degree, but I know that you guys may be doing something else. I know, I get it, man. It's all Law Nation fault, man. It's all Law Nation fault, baby. But as this thing, you hear, Gerald, you hear, you're a real one. Christopher J, Terrence Smith, appreciate you, man. Thank all of you guys for tuning in to this. I know bad news is bad news, and on top of that, good news is good news. The Cowboys did sign a guy today, and his name is Jayen Dalton, and he is a interior defensive tackle guy. He been bouncing around to team. He's also a guy that the Cowboys are just leaving no stone unturned. When I did the video earlier this morning, a lot of people said, Law, what kind of stone is that? Hey, pebbles are stones too, so you got to leave that stone unturned. And maybe he's a pebble, but he's 6'6", 288 pounds. I've seen some scouting reports say that he got up to 298 and these sorts of things. So hopefully, man, it's one of those things that we can look back at and say, hey, he can be a difference maker. It's hard being a Cowboy fan, man. What more do y'all want from us, man? Every single day, Law Nation. We're 3-3. The world is going to end. Shout out to you, Sheila Neal. Appreciate you. Shout out to you, Tamika. Come on with it. All right. Will we see Trey Lance to Miami? Will we send Trey Lance to Miami? That would be a good question there. I don't think that they will. I think that the Cowboys are, just like what Jerry said, he's comfortable with what he got with this team. Think about this. When you are a billionaire with a B, it's hard to tell people who's your supervisor that making 50 cents more than you what to do, right? Yeah. It's hard to tell people who's your manager who think that they run the world at whatever job you're at. It's hard to tell them what to do. So at the end of the day, It's just like that. It is what it is. Unfortunately, it's not something that we can rag and bring home to. But since the day is long and you guys are slowly getting the notifications, let's bring in one of the greatest running backs in Cowboys history, in my opinion. Let's bring him in. Let me know if y'all understand this guy
with all
here.
the transition from the Tom Landry era into the Jimmy Johnson era,
y'all know
the change in ownership.
Do y'all know who that is before I put his picture up? Do y'all know who this is? He's one of the better running backs that we had, and he didn't just play running back. Of course, he was a fullback. Can y'all? I'm giving the answers away to the test. Can y'all know? Can y'all put his number down in the chat? I just need to see for the spoonful of people that's here right now. That's early. Can y'all put his number down in the chat? Can y'all at least put his number down in the chat? Put his number down in the chat.
There was a split. But I never remember it being as contentious as it is right now. It was strange because I was talking to Jayen, right before I got on the plane to come back to Dallas, and she's like, "Did you guys get beat that bad when you guys were just starting out?" And I couldn't remember. I went back and looked, and our worst one was the opener, 28-0 to the Saints in our 1-15 season. We got beat by 27. Later in the year, but those were our two worst ones. We were actually a lot more competitive than I remember when I went through the 1989 season.
Yeah, it's just I guess with each one I say it can't keep happening, and now that really here are the two things that trip me up, Daryl. One is they won 16 consecutive home games, and the other one is they're 3-0 on the road. So both of those two stats suggest they're a quality football team. But then to be behind, I think on average 28-10 at halftime of your last 4 home games, and to really never have a second where you're competitive in any of the 4 home games, and you can't stop the bleeding no matter what you try, and you're really not even close on either side of the ball. How can you be that good and that bad at the same point? That's the disconnect. And
the person that's putting the questioning out there, he's right. It's like, I'm not giving up on this team. I'm not. But there are things when I pull up this tape we gonna go over. And it's sad to a degree, right? I get it from both sides. I understand where Jerry Jones is going through. And I understand what this team is going through from every angle. I try to give you guys the raw version of law when we live doing the play-by-play, and then I give you the analytical version of law when we go over tape and we look at it multiple times, like more than once, right? And of course, we're going to have a little laugh and chuckle at this. This is life, man. It's not the end of the world. It's entertainment, right? Jerry can only be mad at Jerry for not going out doing the things that he's supposed to do. A lot of people like to twist the knives into the back of law when they say, well, law, you wanted Dak Prescott to get paid. You wanted CeeDee Lamb to get paid. But it's all in a matter of when, right? You don't wait until the last moment in the last seconds to say, yeah, all right, cool. It's equivalent to Vivica Fox trying to holler at you now. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't trying to throw no shade at Vivica. May she live a prosperous life on the back end. But it's too late. We trying to get the young Vivica. You get what I'm saying as an analogy, not to beat her up. I think she got a beautiful soul. But that is what the Cowboys did this entire offseason. They waited until everything dried up and said, hey, we gave you Vivica, but wait a minute, hold on. We wanted the young one, But it is what it is. And the frustration is Jerry thinking in his mind that he's doing everything right. Like Grandma said that there's people in hell with great intentions, right? The intent was great, but you waited too late. Is all what we're saying. But let's listen to what Darryl had to say.
I'm struggling with.
Yes, the conundrum. And I think one of those 4 being the playoff game against Green Bay last year, I think we all felt that
Come
was
on,
the
Jamal.
anomaly.
You give me those. You following me,
and
though,
unfortunately,
Jamal.
that was the foretelling of things to come. So the hardest part for me right now is when you don't have DeMarcus Lawrence and you don't have Micah Parsons and you don't have Eric Kendricks.
Right.
And we touch on complimentary football during the broadcast all the time. And, from week to week, that complimentary cliche has different meanings. And obviously, when everything is good, it's the offense and the defense and special teams playing in conjunction with each other, flipping the field, giving the offense better field position because of the way that everybody functions during the course of their time on the field. But what they're in right now from a complimentary football stance is the defense is beat up and the offense has to play better. The margin for error is so small right now. And for them to go out and have the turnovers, and I know they were later in the game, but still, just that's the thing that's disappointing for me to see an offense come out that doesn't really have the situation that's on the opposite side of the ball and not be able to function in a way where they can lift them up or give them a break.
Do y'all hear what he's saying, what Moose is saying? He's saying basically he get it. He understand the defensive side of the coin with all of the injuries, but the offensive side. And we in such a disarray. Whereas there's no plan of action. There's no commitment to one thing. And it just like, have you ever had some food or you gave your little one some food and they asked for it and they said this is what they want to eat, but they realize that they don't want to eat it. So what they do, they spread it out everywhere, and say, hey, I'm finished eating all of my food. Nah, you just spread it out everywhere. Nah, you finna eat that because you asked for it. Your eyes were bigger than your stomach, right? So you got to make them put it together. And the Cowboys, I think that this pressure is such a heavy pressure for Mike McCarthy, for Mike Zim, for Mike Solari, all of the Mikes over here is such a heavy one that these guys are antsy. And on top of that, they don't have no one accord, no like if you're gonna lose a certain way. If Dak, damn it, if you're gonna be a gunslinger, be a gunslinger, right? You can't be a gunslinger / a conservative player, right? If you're gonna be a conservative player, be a conservative player. If y'all gonna run with one running back, run with one. Don't put all three of them running backs out there. You got to establish something. And the Cowboys are not doing that on offense. Now, Mike Zim get a little bit more of a pass because look at all of the slew of injuries that he got. Yeah. Jerry, bring out the belt, Yeah, so that we got to do, man. Even Jerry, I know you're in the chat. But even if Jerry, let me know if audio is straight. Let me know if the audio is straight. Give me a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Someone's saying the audio. All right. Let me make sure the audio is straight. Even if Jerry goes by this way of saying, damn it, these are my picks. This is what I picked. This is what I'm going to live with. And whether you like it or not, this is what I'm going to roll with, right? And we got nothing to do but do this. But Jerry got to also read the room. He can't be doing these interviews in the morning time and saying X, Y, and Z while other teams are picking up the phone and bringing in folks. You can't get mad. That's what I'm saying, Jerry.
That's been the biggest thing for me, that complementary component when one side of the ball is down due to injury and the other side of the ball or the other two phases in conjunction, cannot help lift that third phase back up.
Now with him kind of going on that tirade this morning and threatening guys with their jobs and things like that. I mean, you've known this guy for 35 years. It almost, I think he's got he can let things go pretty quickly. Like he can change his tune pretty quickly. But I wonder if he feels like that there is a tipping point, because I've not felt this in a while from the fan base. Not the I'm done, but they're so fed up with everything. And I don't know what it would take outside of people just not showing up to affect him at all. But he's not oblivious to the noise. The noise is there and the noise is getting loud.
Right.
Oh, he's very well aware of the noise. That's one of the things that Jerry Jones will always be in line with. He's going to know what the pulse of the fan base is. And again, I think that this is one of those things where, he wants to win so badly that, you try to create a false sense of an atmosphere where we're going to experience success this year. I mean, when you say we're all in at the start of the off season, and then
Clarence
you really
said
don't
that.
do anything, and you struggle to get the 2 contracts done that you needed to get done until it's later in the season.
I just said that.
That's not demonstrating to the fan base that we're all in and that we should be really excited about what's going to happen this year. So and again, it all comes back to salary cap stuff, and that's the hardest component of today's NFL, and is these quarterback salaries and now these wide receiver salaries and these edge rusher salaries continue to escalate and you continue to thin out. And that's the thing that's crazy to me is we shared this stat earlier this season, and it was over the last 10 years, nobody's drafted more Pro Bowl players than the Dallas Cowboys. I remember Howie Long saying that on the Fox pregame show. So you are doing what's necessary in the salary cap era because you've got to have those younger guys that are really playing well and you can develop them, because you're going to have your foundational guys in the positions that have the high salaries, which is exactly where Dallas is at right now. And that's the biggest thing is, people have to understand that, but you also have to be honest.
You got to be honest. Before I go any further down here, it takes three years to grade a draft class according to Bill Parcells. 3 years, right? We can't just take this draft class and throw it out the window. Marshawn kneeling before his knees got bad, he was looking pretty promising, and he wasn't even really supposed to be in like that because we had D-Law, Parsons, etc., Sam Williams. When you look at Cooper Beebe, he's doing his job to a degree. Tyler Guyton, we got to give him some longitudes and latitudes because of the fact that he's a rookie playing left tackle, one of the hardest positions in the National Football League. I know it sounds like lipstick on a pig. I know it sounds like excuses. But if you go across the landscape of all 31 other teams, right, you will see that their draft pick, that those teams are not foolish enough to lean only and solely on their draft picks. The Cowboys, since we buy so low and buy so cheaply, we lean and put everything on our draft picks, right? And that's not a proper way. And what to Moose saying is that, we have more Pro Bowls and all pros out of the young and the youth of the Cowboys, or the people that we buy into. But think about this. Even the Jets, they got a guy, Breland Allen, that we would kick some players off the bridge to be in a uniform for the Cowboys. But he's not even the starter there. Breece Hall is, right? So to Breland Allen over there in Jets land, he's a good guy. No expectations. Breland Allen here, oh my God, they would have Ezekiel rookie year expectations for him here. You see, and it's just mind blowing, like we all say over here, because you really can't, name other teams who drafted this year that their rookie is that they are leaning all on that guy, right? But it is what it is here in Dallas land because of the visibility, the exposure here is always at its all-time height.
I think it's like everything in life, right? Just tell us what the State of the Union is, and then we'll be good. And I think there was a false sense of hope coming into the season. I still think if they would have played any one of the other teams in the NFL besides the Cleveland Browns in the opener, you would have gotten an indication in Week 1 that we're not as good as we thought we were. Or, hey, I had concerns in the offseason, and those were validated for me in Week 1. Week 1, with the win over Cleveland, just raised everybody's expectations and all that false sense of security and that false sense of hope that was around in the offseason was validated. And so now it comes crumbling down against New Orleans. So, unfortunately, right now, they're in the reality of what this season is going to be. And Detroit could be a one-off, but I tell you, right, you lose 5 straight to a team, and the ways that things happened last year late in the season, they were itching to get Dallas in the playoffs.
Man, Moose is telling the truth, right? Like let's be real. False hope. It goes both ways, though. Law, what do you mean? We beat the brakes, and I mean just that, the brakes off the Browns, right? The next week, we get the doors blown off of us at the crib. At that time, there was not a soul on this planet. Well, a few souls like, hey, wait and see, but not a New Orleans Saints soul to tell them that they wasn't going to the Super Bowl. Because somebody put the record of the New Orleans Saints in the chat. But you couldn't tell them nothing. They was parading down the streets. They was talking about who that, we that. They were doing everything in their power. But that was also, to a degree, false hope. At that time, believe it or not, the Ravens haven't even won a game. They was 0-2, right? They were 0-3 when they met us. Now look at the Ravens. I think the Ravens 3-3 or something like that. They or 3-4, whatever the Ravens are. They on a winning spree. So yeah, and somebody put the Ravens record down in the chat for your boy. But that's what the season is. It's a long season, right? And I was telling people, I remember vividly, I was saying, hey, Saints, who that? Hey, I love y'all, man. I love y'all and all of that. That's my mom's favorite team. But pump the brakes. It's too soon. People going to have tape. They going to look at this. They going to look at that. All right, so so they only lost 2 games. So they 4-2. Okay. So the tale of two things, right? The inspirations and the motivations of X, Y, and Z after you beat the Cowboys. Either you can take it and say, all right, we on our way. Or you can take it and say, hey, man, this is something that we can cherish. This can be our Super Bowl. And that's just how it goes. So the Ravens were 0-2 when we faced them, I guess, So, or 1-2. Okay. Neither here nor there, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm saying is the season is long. What I can tell you, we as fans, all we can do is hope that Jerry can hear us out, raise a little bit more pressure so that he can go into this particular situation, not with his head high, but his head low and say, damn, I made a mistake. Let me pick up the phone. Unfortunately, he had already declared, since he was on that radio station just the other day, that I'm going to go and roll with what I have. And that's where we at. He's rolling with what he have in-house. He's not looking outside of the house to improve this team, because when you're talking to someone with an ego, I said this last night, ego stands for edging God out. That's just what it is. They edge God out. There have been multiple times of billionaires who lost cases with eminent domain, right? And there's one house that's in the way of their business plan. And what they did is they will buy all of the property around that house and build skyscrapers, right? Just to prove a point. Just to make it difficult for that one individual who refused to sell their house. And I know y'all heard stories about this before. Some billionaires got that big ego. And that's what Jerry's saying. I'm going to win, and it's going to be my way. Bump with what y'all said. So, yeah, you may not know who Dalton is, but I'm going to pick him up during the bye week, and I'm going to put him on this team. While everybody else is going to get names, I'm going to get the unknown.
I tell you that right now, because we had them later that year. We had them after the Dallas game. They won Dallas in the playoffs big time. So Dan Campbell has been waiting for that moment his whole off season, and like everything in Dallas, with the Dallas Cowboys, when you are down, people are going to kick you, and they are going to kick you hard.
Yeah.
We're still a few weeks away from the trade deadline, but today the flurry of activity has started. Adams goes to the Jets. Our old friend Amari Cooper goes to the Bills. Do you think that the Cowboys will make any kind of moves to help the defensive line, to help the running back situation, the wide receiver situation, or is Jerry just so stubborn that he's going to go against the will of the fans and the statements from the media that they need help and just say, no, we're going with what we got?
Yeah, it's one of those benchmarks in the off season or during the course of the season where you have an opportunity to upgrade your roster. They couldn't get the running back in free agency that was going to shift the needle. There was talk about doing that at cutdown. Was there going to be anybody available during cutdown? Going into camp, that's always hard. Would there be somebody available prior to the trade deadline? So that this is their last opportunity,
last chance.
And to me, defensive linemen are coveted. They're very, very hard to come by. You might be able to get somebody at the running back spot, but I mean, you've got Dalvin Cook there waiting for his opportunity. We've talked about Rico Dowdle. He takes advantage of his opportunities. Ezekiel's at the downside of his career, and it was a great career. Deuce Vaughn has got a unique role, but would there be somebody out there at this time that you might be able to get in a trade that could do anything more than that group by committee can do on your own? And what would you give away, in value to do that? So I really don't know. I don't. If you stand pat, to me, that's not being stubborn. If you stand pat, that means there wasn't a good deal out there. These Will McClay and Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are going to be working, to try and get this team righted. And so to me, it wouldn't be, my first intuition wouldn't be that they got stubborn and stood pat. It would be that there was not a deal in the defensive line or the running back area that was going to shift the needle for them. And they didn't like, what they were going to have to give up to get anybody that they were considering.
The hardest thing in life is looking back at things and giving up on something that you cherish, that you think is a relic or thinking that's nice. Who watch these shows on TLC and I believe on these other networks called The Hoarders, right? You ever watch those shows where they just hoard, they just keep everything, man. They just hold it to their chest. They just hold it, and we like, hey, you need to clean up that damn room. You got a bag of Dorito chips that's been here since '03. You got that Funyun dip in a ranch jar, that's been there since 2013. And the Cowboys, they hoard all of their players. They are afraid to trade a commodity that they seen on their team make a play, right? And get something else. I think, and I'm not beating up my guys like the Malik Hookers and Dono, he's one of my dogs. Shout out to Mama Wilson. But you got Wanye, you got Bell, you got a surplus there. Package them, do something so that you can get somewhere else that can help this team now. Like we need running back. We probably need another interior defensive tackle or edge rusher. But you're not going, since you don't want to get rid of your picks, throw in a player. Be like, hey, Dono, I really like you, man. I really like your skill set. But, we got the youth, Wanye, and we don't want to waste him. We're going to elevate him. We're going to trade you to the Bengals. We're going to get this guy, or we're going to trade you to the Texans or the Arizona Cardinals or something like that. So we can get something back in return, right? I think that's one of the weaker spots of the Cowboys, that we like to hold on and we get nothing back in return. We got nothing. If it goes all the way back, Martellus Bennett, we didn't get nothing back in return from him, right? To a degree, Tony Romo, we didn't get nothing back in return. DeMarco Murray, D. Ware, even Dez Bryant. We hold on to guys. Cole Beasley, I think we got a compensatory pick. But we don't get nothing back in return to even the guys that played on this team. Jason Witten, we held on to him until he had to put a toupee on, right? Took the toupee off and came back. Bald-headed Witten, So those are things that we do and we tend to do. We hold on for so long, and we get nothing back in return. And that's a problem. We got McDonald's at home. You know, that's from R. Williams. Are you Roy Williams? Which one? Are you the 31 or are you the 11? You know, we head on to Roy Williams. Got nothing back in return. Roy Williams went to Cincinnati and dropped Kelly Rowland. Roy Williams, you dropped the bag on Kelly Rowland, by the way. You know, you dropped that one. Yeah.
Daryl Johnston joins us every Tuesday here on the Hardline. Are you
the Hardline?
Were you at all on Coach Watch while Sunday's game was going on? It occurred to me that this is about when Wade Phillips was relieved. It appears Jerry is very much against the idea of a midseason coaching change, even though that one seemed to get that team going. They went on a bit of a run when Jason Garrett was the interim coach, so I'm not positive the stance, but he seems dead set against it. Are you surprised at all by that?
No, I don't think that's going to solve anything right now. You got to take a step back and take a look at it. You know, it's like we said after the Green Bay Packer game last year when everybody was calling for Mike McCarthy's head. You know, did Mike McCarthy miss all those tackles? Did Mike McCarthy have all those turnovers? You know.
That damn Roy Williams boy. He said, "Yes, it's me." It's shit funny. It's funny as all get out, man. Pardon me. They're talking about the fact that is it a situation whereas should Jerry Jones fire the coaches? It hit me. At first, I was thinking, fire the coaches, get rid of them all. But, man, when you give the coaches only a teaspoon of players, like they literally going out there getting Jalen Dalton. Look, y'all don't even know who Jalen Dalton is. Don't y'all know how hard it was for me to find that one clip that he done fooled around and had a tackle for loss, Atlanta versus the damn Ravens. It took me forever this morning to find that one clip. I went and researched all of the Jalen Daltons. When you type in Jalen Dalton, Jalen Tolbert pull up. And then you stroll down, the Andy Dalton pull up. I'm sitting like, God, dog. So that's what we picked up this morning. And just a few weeks ago, we picked up KJ Henry. You know, I'm sitting there like, man, come on, man. This is what the coaching staff are working with, man. You know, so it's crazy to a degree. And we have still the same expectations. We're going to go and beat the brakes off of Detroit. It's amazing that we got a chance to put up 9. Now, granted, we're going to pull up this film, and we should have had at least a touchdown on them boys. But somebody Googling Jalen Dalton right now. Even Google was like, hey, who? Yeah, he played for the Bahamas, man. You know, I typed in Jalen Dalton, San Antonio, Bahamas. They gave me tickets to the Bahamas. They're like, "Law, are you thinking about going to the Bahamas?" Facebook done already done showed me escape vacations to the Bahamas, you know? So it's crazy. That's just how it is, baby. No one is like Jerry Jones, man, and it's crazy. Yeah, Cowboys are the gridiron gang. Yeah, we are.
Could you argue? You've got responsibility as the head coach. I get that, but you know he's 12-5 over the last 3 years, and your quarterback has not played well in the big games in the playoffs. You know that's the long and short of it. So how do you break through that barrier? How do you get into the playoffs and play your best football and have your most important player play his best football, or just play the football that he's played during the course of the regular season?
Yeah,
which is pretty darn good.
So that's Daryl Moose Johnson on Dak Prescott. And is it Bahamas or Bahamas? I don't know, man. But I didn't know San Antonio had a team. Shit. The Brahma Bulls. I don't know, man. But, man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But, you know, he's on his team. And to make a longer story short, my insider hit me up this morning, too, and he said that there will be some changes within the confines of the players and what they do, especially when they're traveling or when they go into games or even home games. So look out for that. And this is due to their attire. You know, I can't say who said what, but their attire will change. And on top of that, Brahma, whatever they are. How you call them? San Antonio's Bahamas, man. Forget that. Brahmas. Man, I'm from Mississippi, man. But I can tell you, man, there ain't nobody watching them San Antonio football team. I couldn't even find a highlight, man. I'm everywhere looking for a highlight. The Jones family getting players off the Biden nothing Facebook pages, yeah. We are in a strange world, man, but this world is just Jerry. Jerry is the king. He is who he is, And shout out to Jayen Slater. She did say earlier today yesterday, that is what the Joneses do, or Jerry. He likes to bully the 105.3, the fans and the people in the media, to what they want, to what he want, and what he gets out of these type of things. Now, if you are a Dak Prescott apologist and you only look at the glowingly parts of the Dak Prescott things, I'm going to ask you guys, if you can step away for a second, because this may get brutal. And if you are a Zach Martin diehard truist, then you may have to step back just a little bit. Dan Rogers on Twitter, he came up with a few compelling videos. It's applied pressure, right? It's a lot of pressure. I get it. This team is playing terrible on defense, but damn it, we can play a little bit better on offense. And if you, Mike McCarthy, and if you, Mike Solari, if you, Jeff Blasco, if you, Brian Schottenheimer, Hootenheimer, whatever Heimer you are, if you are, who's the wide receiver coach? Prince, not the artist, but if you Prince, I forgot his first name, y'all put his name down. You're going to have a meeting with the boys and say, hey, we got to get this stuff together, y'all. We got to get this stuff together, because all of y'all jobs is at jeopardy. And it goes back to Zach Martin reaching around, reach block, get a flag, get his quarterback killed, another failed stunt pickup. This offensive line is terrible at this. I see my guy 40 ounce, he squeezes inside, 2-on-1, he didn't pick up that person for Dak Prescott. And you seeing Zach Martin here, he gets bull rushed, and you don't want to see that from your boy, the legend, the Hall of Famer, the gold jacket. And I get it. Terrence Steele get abused off of this play. And watch, get them hands up out the way. And and unfortunately, that's where I believe that's where he broke his leg. Detroit sends the house on this. There's empty. Got to have your reads on this. You can't have diagonal plays. That's a throwaway play. And when you look at this right here, ladies and gentlemen, Dak pats the ball. This is a 4th and 2 play. And you can't lobby for that. You can't lobby for a flag on that play. These boys going to let them play. Dak Prescott, a throwaway play. Those are things that we have to get better at. Dak Prescott, I don't even know what to call it on that play. Let's just rewind this one again. Dak Prescott, I don't know what he's saying. Look, we know that the time that they do block it up, that's when he decided to really throw the ball away. He was 17 for 33 in this game. And he had plenty of ample enough time. And if you guys can find and tell me who he was throwing the ball to at this moment, I don't know, man. Hey, my bookie app, I don't know, and we can look at this right here and say, well, hey, Lamb, did he run the wrong route? Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And that ball was so thrown to the outside that, hell, even if I was the aficionado, I would have said, man, intentional grounding. So what's going on with this? Somebody need to chew into something and let him know that, hey, you can't do this. And I'm not going to throw up $60 million and all of that. But you got to understand that coaching needs to start coaching, right? Because at this point, he threw it to the coach. That's what it was. He threw it to Brian Schottenheimer. And look, they're going to play at the other angle, so on a different play. So we got to correct this. Now, for the Zeke haters, for the people who say, hey, we need running back. Name me one running back that we can let know that he would have been able to get a yard in the National Football League. So Lamb clearly, if my guy Big Sarge, Lamb clearly ran the wrong route. This is what I'm going to say here with the Lamb and Dak Prescott thing. I'm tired of it. I'm extremely tired of it. If I ever see them boys with bad languages on the road trip to the next game, they're going to have to be roommates, bunkmates. They're going to have to, Dak going to have to propose to Lamb. Lamb going to have to propose to Dak. Somebody getting on their knees and saying, will you marry me? Because these boys got to be on the same page. Now the song say, just the two of us, just the two. Them boys need to be on the same page. It's time out. Right now, it is Wednesday. Dak should be at CD's house because Dak's house is all torn down to the ground, to the stubs, right? And Dak need to be at CD's house, or they need to be together. Hip to hip, joint, wearing the same clothes. They need to be wearing the same clothes, brush with the same toothbrush, same toothpaste and everything. Same brush, everything. Because at this time, if anybody need to be on the same page, need to be them two. They need to be them two. Continuity, all of that stuff. They're going to have to. No Diddy too, by the way. No Diddy. well, they need to be like the relationship of Meek Mills. Whoever that name is, Meek and Diddy. They need to have that type of relationship. Or Meek and what's that guy named? Frank, or whatever his name is. Montana, or whatever that dude. They need to be on the same page. Sleeping in the same bed or something. I need to see some type of results. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. And watch this again. So if he ran the wrong play, then watch Zeke. Like, what y'all want Zeke to do right here? What do y'all want him to do? What do y'all want Zeke to do, man? Yeah. No, French. What y'all want Zeke to do, man? What y'all want him to do? Look, the damn running back, he might as well go and hand the ball off to him. Boom. Dirt him, yeah. Watch this play. As soon as he get the ball, he greeted with 45. Like, what he's supposed to do? Duck, the jump, dive, hoop. No running lanes at all. No chemistry at all. And that's just crazy. 34, he squeezed down. I don't know, man. Like how now this is Rico right here though. Even with Rico, what Rico's supposed to do with this, man? Like what is our plan of action? We're seeing a hat on a hat. We saying, okay, all right, this is super slow motion right here. All right, so he making business move right here because that's the only way he can go. And he squeezes down inside. What more do you want from your running game? I think that if I'm Jeff Blasco, I'm putting in my resignation. Now, here's where Dak Prescott is the corner. He's supposed to throw it over the top, ball hit the pylon. And right here, but the pass is underthrown. Now, yeah, like I said, this is my guy Dan Rogers clip right here. And that's a real crazy way to be mad at this particular situation. But I'm going to tell you, he said his eyes stuck on my guy right here, and the throw is behind him. We can talk about pressure, but we need this play. We need these guys to be on the same page. And it should be – this is a terrible INT right here. This should be a 3-step, 1, 2, 3, and the ball out. He slide right into the guy, and it's picked off. The sun, the glare. We can talk about the sun on that, but that's a pick, whether you like it or hate it. And this right here, This was a good, like I said during the live broadcast, it's better to be lucky than good. But if you look back at this play, he had he shouldn't have squeezed that ball into two defenders right here. You can't do that. And, hey, better to be lucky than good. We had a flat play on the left side that was open. This is the problem with the Cowboys. They got to get into this rhythm right here. You have my guy flashing, and he hesitates, he pat the ball, and then he throws it too late, bam. If he hit, let me go back to this play right here, and I told y'all, if Dak fool around and hit him right now, he hit him right now, you literally got a block up front, and he can probably take it all the way up north here. And those are the problems with West Coast is 1, 2, 3, the ball out. You can't pat the ball. You can't hold on to it. You got to trust. You got to put big trust in your arm talent, in the routes that these players are running, and you got to be on the same page. If you hesitate too long, it's going to hit a mesh point right here, and you're going to get that incompletion or an INT. And that's exactly what happened right here. And it's just the hesitation too long. You can't wait for that window to get open that quickly. It closes as soon as it's open, it closes. And those are things that you can't have out there on the field. And unfortunately, the Cowboys, yes, he's one of the better tight window throwers out here, but you can't put everything onto that. I know the scheme is flawed. I know that we need for guys to make this play like this, but that's almost like a Hail Mary play. You send two out and two is on him, and you get those type of things. Now, when we talking about run game, boy, look at how they moved and mauled all of our guys, and my guy got the stiff arm right here. And he's able to twist and turn and knife in there and get this touchdown. I can tell you guys, as much as I can't stand losing. I hate to look at bad film. I hate to look at guys that's hesitancy. I hate to look at guys that's not assured themselves. I hate to look at it when the fact that this is your home. You the home team. You got to figure out ways to walk in with your mindset saying that this is my house. I trust my guys. I need to go ahead and make and present an example. It's a straight beat down. Future Vision Entertainment says nobody was open. Well, I just showed you a play where the old boy was open. But I give it what you're saying on a consistent basis. On a consistent basis, you got to figure this out. Now, we don't have the ability to turn things around far as because we are just the fans. We just can only call out what we see. And we don't know the play that was called or the progressions that's in there. But we got eyes to see things. And let me know how y'all feel. Speaking of home games and speaking of these type of things, that's enough. I ain't going to beat up Dak Prescott no further than that, ladies and gentlemen. But to bring this up, law teams, no digs, don't like to tackle, and they are playing on that. Yeah, okay, yeah, action power, you're right. They no digs that don't like to tackle, right? And I will go into other details with all of this, but, that's how it goes. I like Diggs. Diggs is favoring one of his legs. He's making the business decision. There's nothing wrong with that, too, by the way. But that's what all players are going to do when they're coming off of that injury. Yeah, all right. So let me know. And I was objective, I was objective with my analysis with Dak Prescott, with Zach Martin, with Rico, with Zeke. Those were all objective points. You can't give the kid ice cream when they come home with D's and C's, and especially F's, and say, F this, you're getting ice cream still. No. In my household, it's B's and A's. And you're getting talked about even when you bring the B home. Yeah, that's just how it is. You think I worked this hard to get you in private school for to bring me home C's and B's? No. Law rules with an iron fist over here. Y'all just don't see it. Shoot. But they gonna appreciate it down the line.
We need to take care of home ourselves. You know, I can't talk about home for y'all. You know, I can't say a lot about y'all.
What, y'all 0-3?
Yeah, we 0-3 at home, which is crazy.
Ooh, and y'all really a good solid home team. But to see y'all 0-3, I'm loving it.
Nah, there was boos. There was boos. Like, there was true boos from the crowd, from the fans. You know, everything. Like, you know, it's right now. I think for I'm gonna call it TNT, trial and error. You know,
T&E.
It's like a boom right now. Like, everyone's just mind blown. You know, a lot of trial and error right now. You know, you know how it is, bro. Because you've been in losing programs, you've been in winning programs. You know, it's just going to take for everyone to just say, hey, we know what we're doing. Why don't we just do the right stuff? You know, me on the sideline,
Now I hit the wrong button. Where we at?
Home our area right now.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, you know how it is, bro. Because you've been in losing programs, you've been in winning programs. You know, it's just going to take for everyone to just say, hey, we know what we're doing. Why don't we just do the right stuff? You know, me on the sideline, you know, it'd be funny because, like, you know, in the game, you like, man, I don't know what's really going on. Like, I got to wait till Monday to get the film. Why is this hitting? And then, you know, kind of be on the outside looking in. I'm like, man, like, this is very simple stuff we giving up right now.
Different eras, man. I'm still pissed off about the fact that we lost. And I'm not beating up Podcast Parsons. I'm not beating them up. But they over it. You know, and the Eagles are not playing up to par of what they really should be talking either, right? But that's the differences between old school fans, new school fans, or new school football players versus old school football players. Cody says O-line, D-line, and play calling fixed that. I believe we'll look better. I think we can fix the offensive line quicker than we can fix the D-line. The only way we can fix this D-line if we go ahead and make a trade real quickly. Just real quickly. Just, make a trade. Jump in there, Jerry. But we got Jalen Dalton, baby.
Same thing we had issue with.
Yeah, I mean, bro, I mean, it's complicated. It's very simple, but it's very complicated because we can overcomplicate the simple things.
True. You know, one thing we always preach is, man, make the simple thing like easy. You know what I'm saying? Give
me all of the answers
make it your best,
to the test.
You know, because once the simple stuff take care of everything. You know, everything extraordinary your talent go take care of, but make the simple things just normal. Just make your layups.
Make the simple things the easy things. Give me all of the answers, Slay. I love it when they talk. Give me all. I'm sitting here like writing down everything. Come on, say more. Now, who's gonna run that triple slant option? You know, talk to me more. You know, someone said in the chat that this is not the 90s. Well, for dog sure not the 2000s. It's not the 2010s. It's not the 2015s, and this is not the 2020s. This is a new era. This is I think that this era started in 2023. The 2023's era that everybody got a podcast, you know. Angel Reese got her podcast, you know. So everybody got them a podcast. Slay got him one, you know. Fred Warner, everybody got them a podcast. So I guess we're going to have to get used to this, man. We still mad, angry, upset at the game, but we turn on TV and we'll see, yeah, man. This is the Tesla era. The new era, the 22 era. That's what we're going to call it, the 22 eras. Yeah, but it is what it is, man. Aaron Rodgers got him a podcast. I'm just like, well, he's on with Pat McAfee. I'm like, if you go into school to be a broadcaster and journalist, it's going to be difficult for you to get inside of ESPN, Fox, and all of that. You better work for a local radio station and pray to God that no practice squad football player or basketball player can beat you out, there. Sports is taking over. Media, broadcasting, journalists, all of that stuff. It's a hard life for you with them damn degrees. Yeah. So you gotta have to start. Maybe if you young right now, go into computer science. Be in coding, sourcing and all of that. Because being in this space, if you don't have personality, it's going to be hard for you to get a job. Yeah. And if you're a lady out there and you don't have certain things to assets, it's going to be hard. I'm just telling y'all the truth. You're going to have some assets. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's a crazy world, I mean, God dog. This era is a weird era to be in front of TV. Confident Cowboys. I'm telling the truth. Yeah, you better get that smile together. You better hit that gym 3 or 4 times a week. Yeah, get your hair routine good and everything. Yeah.
Yo, you know what? I had a thought.
My God.
I bet you Jerry Jones talks to Mike McCarthy and the coaching staff the same way he was talking to them radio hosts. I bet you Jerry Jones tells Mike McCarthy every other day, I'll replace your ass. You can get fired today. That's why no changes are made. He probably tells them what to do. I want you to, he probably forces certain plays and stuff like that upon them. And if they don't listen, if he don't, you gonna play Zeke or I'm gonna fire you.
Yeah.
You gonna play Zeke or I'm gonna fire you tonight. That's how Jerry talks. And it's probably a lot darker than what we heard on the radio. It's probably some threats going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that's what Jerry do.
My guy telling the truth right there, man. I think exactly is what he's saying in this particular clip. Yeah. All right, so shout out to my guy Cowboy Fan Talk. He got 28,000 subscribers, 2,000 away from 30,000. So be sure to subscribe to my guy, man. He's doing some great job over there. We doing a lot of movement with the community. Shout out to New Media and Beyond. Forever Cowboys or Forever Football Forever said there's a chance, according to ESPN, we have an 18% chance of making it to the playoffs. Once you make it to the dance, anything can happen. Matter of fact, to give flowers to Mike McCarthy, the only time that he won a Super Bowl is when they snuck into the playoffs. So, hey, yeah. So that's just what it is right here. Since we are pressed for time, I'm going to let y'all know that the phone lines will be open and the hotline for your mind. Go ahead and get things going. But before we do that, let's get this show on the road and let's talk about one of our sponsors here. And let's bring them to the forefront because we want to get things going. What if I told you you had the ability to rewind time? What would you do? What would the first thing you would do? But let's talk about this.
There are times in life you wish you had a do-over. If you're in a wreck, make the smart choice right away. Frenkel and Frenkel, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
Call Frenkel first, and they will take great care of you. On that hotline, 214 or 817-333-3333. Give them a call, personal injury lawyers, because they know exactly how to take care of you versus those pesky insurance companies that try to take advantages of you. But at the end of the day, I talked to Michael Elijah Irvin is what Michael Irvin is about to say. Come on. Come on with it.
Wanted to stand in front of my boys and say, do it like your dad, like any proud dad would want to.
Let's get it. Therapy session is in effect.
A voice came over me, and it said, look up.
657-390-7391. Come on. It's fight time for your mind, baby.
Let's get that dub. This video televised for who couldn't make it. I'm standing tall, my chest up.
Birdie says 18% is not good enough.
They know just how we coming. This Dallas boy, we trying to
We try to fight, baby. From the 346, I told him that if he ever called back in, he'd be the first one in line. So I'm giving you an auto first one in line from my brother, from another mother, Charles in charge from the 346. You're live in the mix. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on, my man? How you holding up with all this?
Man, one day at a time, my bro. Just one day at a time, man. That's all I can do.
Yeah, I know. I say personally, I didn't see this coming this season because it's off season. It reminded me of the 22 off season a lot. How we lost a lot of big names, brought in nobody.
Right.
Had addition by subtraction, good coaching. So I was pretty confident until week 2 and week 3. And especially until this last Sunday. Looks like 2020 all over again, except, seeing the Dak Prescott injury. But
the only difference is between 2020 and now, our offense was moving. Think about it. Dak Prescott was on his way as far as throwing the ball and these sorts of things, as far as offensively speaking. It was just our defense was historically bad. So this is this worse now.
Kind of like it is this season. But, really, besides the Atlanta comeback, most of the stats we were putting on offense came in the fourth quarter when the
True. The garbage time conversation. But
this season we're not even doing that. You know what I mean? Except Baltimore. So I was thinking the ceiling, might be 7 seed, like you said. Ceiling, that's if we get act together. Mike Fisher this morning said he don't see that, that we're not gonna make a trade by the deadline. Basically, is what Jerry said. I mean, he's the best guy that can interpret Jerry. So if that's the case, you know what I mean? We just got to strap up, get healthy, and try to get into a wild card spot, 6, 7. Because you play the game to win. I don't want to tank. People want to tank. I hate that. You play the game to win. If you get in, you never know. So, but yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed, and just hopefully everybody straps up and can find the cojones. You know what I mean?
No doubt, man. So what else you got before I let you go?
That's about it. I mean, there ain't a whole lot to say. What you broke down on film, that film breakdown that you had, man, was picture perfect. Picture perfect. I mean, the West Coast offense, Dak cannot hesitate when he's got a wide open guy over the middle that could possibly take it to the house. And just your film breakdown. You should be on the 3 and 4 letter networks by now, man.
Oh man,
you're on your way, brother.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the flowers, man. Appreciate you, man. The thing is, and that's not a knock at Dak Prescott. I think that there's some trust issues with the wide receivers. He gonna have when we talked to Craig, I'm gonna have to probably bring him back on the show. He said one of the things that in the West Coast offense, it's all about the feet. And it's about the feet, of course, the delivery and the power coming from the hips and the lower body of the legs. But you got to work on your feet, and sometimes some of those things can get lost in translation there from year to year. So I don't know. Dak Prescott, he's looking a little bit off from what he looked like the previous year, and it could be chalked up as we fail to realize muscle memory is a real thing. The whole ideology of CeeDee Lamb sitting out the entire offseason that could play some roles in that, and to a degree, Jalen Tolbert was considered world, and he's my guy. We got a chance to talk to him at Cowboys Experience. He was considered world class, but the problem is that Jalen Tolbert to me is a 3 or 4th option, believe it or not. And now you get him inserted in as the second option. We going through some growing pains with him, and he is not enough to tilt the scale of balances between the two. So I think that what will happen here is the Cowboys should have did exactly what the Jets did. Because Garrett Wilson here would be a number 1 wide receiver, right? Let me know if I'm lying. Here, he'll be a number 1 wide receiver, right? But what the Jets did, they said they needed more and more weapons. Mike Williams wasn't the answer. So they got Devontae Adams, and they shopping Mike Williams for what I heard, right? So it's the same situation. You need another. Look, the NFL is steadily, unless you have a Pat Mahomes plus a Travis Kelce there, you're going to need another number 1 receiver, right? You're going to need, I believe, in the modern day time, you need 2 number 1s, man. Or as they say, 1 in a possible when you're playing spade. Wait, what you got me the books you give me, man? I give you 1 in a possible. You need a possible. And right now, I'm not beating up Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, all of the Jalens. They are not even the 1 in the possible. They are the 3rd or the 4th wide receiver that we are trying to make a number 1 or 2 out of those boys, and it's not going to happen. I got my guy Darius from the 214. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel Law Firm. Talk to me.
First of all, I want to say it was cool to see Jerry Jones, for a lack of a better phrase, drop nuts on the radio station, on the radio station like that. You know, but you hate to see him push his weight around like that. Against a grown man, and just kind of see them kind of wither to that pressure. But it was definitely telling to see Jerry in his true form, in his true colors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's very disappointing as a Cowboy fan, like damn, like this is what we got to deal with, man. You kind of see why, we haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years. So, so that was my first point. My second point was I believe that we are in a quarterback and wide receiver boom era, because if you look at quarterbacks like Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, if you look at the true freshmen Ryan Williams and Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State, and then like I told you, my nephew plays football as well. So
let me just say this though. For the last 2-3 years, you've been talking about CJ. You've been talking about the kid Caleb Williams and Jaden Daniels. That's been you. I will give you your flowers on that. That those boys they do look pretty good. I mean, Jaden Daniels, he do look good. The goddamn guy Caleb Williams, he do look good. They look good. So we seen quarterback play is at his all-time height. We're seeing these wide receivers. I don't know what's going on with the LSU kid down there in Jaguars land. But he's still putting up good numbers, though. They just ain't winning, They ain't winning.
I think you're talking about Brian Thomas.
My guy, my Brian Thomas, he putting up good numbers, but they ain't winning. So, but it is, I believe, a wide receiver quarterback era. You are right with that. But I think that next year, people are going to start talking about it's a running backs era, because these running backs coming out looking good, man. But go ahead.
I'm just saying in general, like the young talent, like these kids these days are like way more talented than I feel like in our era. Like they're just like supremely gifted. More so than the eras past. Now I'm going to get to the meat of the conversation. This is my last point. Law, we have the 32nd ranked defense. Let that have been Dan Quinn. You would have tore his ass up. And I understand that Dan Quinn's defense has the 22nd ranked defense, but he's the head coach. He's the head coach, remember, and his team is the leader of the NFC East, which I said that listen, the special sauce is Dan Quinn when it came to this team, because when Dak Prescott went down, as soon as Dan Quinn got here, he established an identity for not only the defense but the team, and so it didn't take no long ramp up period. He got here, snapped of a finger, we automatically got identity, turnovers, sacks. So I just want to, hold you accountable to that, man. Like it's starting to turn out that, listen, Dan Quinn was a secret sauce, not Mike McCarthy. and that's what it's turning out to be. And so we gonna see for the rest of the season.
We got the 31st ranked defense, man. So we ain't got the 32nd. Somebody's worse than us right now. But I appreciate you, Darren.
You'll never give Dan Quinn that longitude and latitude.
Man,
but it's all good.
But it's all good, man. But shout out to the Washington team, man. They lost. Who they play this week?
I am not sure. I'm not sure.
Somebody put in the chat who the Washington team play, and I'll be rooting for them to lose. Oops. I'll be appreciate you, Darius. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. I'm rooting for the Washington team to lose this weekend, and they'll fall down from grace as well. Who the Washington team play this weekend? Oh, they play Carolina. Can they play Baltimore again? Oh, my gosh, man. They play the Panthers. Come on, Panthers, baby. Panthers got them one win in. Y'all better watch out. Yeah. Shoot. Come on, Panthers. Do me a huge favor. And that's another East Coast team, so nobody have to travel far and near. There should be. Is it a home game or away game? My guy says, Rick. Oh, my gosh, man. Can we get the Washington schedule? Oh, my God. This schedule brutal for us, man. Come on, Chubba. If they can't stop the run, that's our saving grace. Washington can't stop the run. So, hey, at the end of the day, I'm a number one hater of the Washington, the Giants, and the Eagles. You can't tell me to root for them boys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to be rooting for the damn Panthers. I'm a biggest Panther fan right now. Come on with it, and that's just what it is, man. I'm hearing my guy Lord Bronson. He talking bad about us, throwing all type of shade and stuff like that. And all I can do is just sit back and listen. Why the Commanders don't pop up when I try to look them up? I'm gonna put in Washington. Have me Washington Commanders pull up. That team don't even pull up. Here you go. All right, cool. Let me see where they at. Man, come on with it, man. They 4-2. The difference is they went out and got players. They got two good running backs, man. We got one in the possible. Well, we struggling over here to get books, man. But man, after all of the moves they'd have made, they only the 29th ranked defense. They only a couple of spots ahead of us. So I'm not finna crown them, but where they at is good. Is that they are 10th ranked offense. My Cowboys, let me pull up my Cowboys, pull them up. Come on with it, and we're going to get this show on the road. Shout out to Zeke. Let me pull up Dallas Cowboys. Let's see where we at. We're going to pull this up again. We the 31st rank. Can y'all imagine if we made a few moves? And this is a new defense for us, man. New philosophy, new principle. And we don't have I promise y'all, man, this defense would at least be 24th or something like that if we had D-Law, Parsons, and as well as Sam Williams back in the mix, man. So don't beat us up too bad, Darius. Y'all acting like old boys doing something good over here. Yeah, what's up? Huh? How Jay Tuck getting this shit now? Hey man, I'm live. Hold on, I'll get you back. Yeah. So it is what it is. Let's go to the next caller. Appreciate y'all, man, for tuning in and being part of this conversation that rules the nation. I forgot about Sam. See, y'all forgot about all of that. Let's go right here, man. I got my guy, Def King from the 956. You in the mix. Talk to me, bro.
Let's go, Panthers.
Let's go, Panthers. Come on, baby.
Hey, Lord. Hey, man, I got to come through for everybody in the chat and on YouTube and everything like that because I've been going as that team over there on the kick app, man. Or everybody knows me on YouTube, and they know me by my government name, too. But, I'm Spend the Poppy that's over there on YouTube. And my government name, you know my government name if you want to say it for them.
But yeah, because everybody knows me as Deck King, and they don't know they don't know who I am over here on your chat. Everybody else in the other chats, I'm identifying as someone else because no one else is on Kick.
Yeah.
But no, I wanted to come out to you also. That defense, how you say, look at how handicapped we are with that defense, and people are complaining about it. Come on now. We had Leighton Vander Esch last year, and Trevon Diggs go down, and look what that did to your defense. You know.
Yeah.
And now look at how many pieces we're out. That was just 2 pieces. Now look at how many pieces are. What, 5 in total, I believe? 6?
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. But, hey, man, look at the odds. It is what it is, man. It's I explain to a lot of people. I build decks for a living. I do construction. If I don't have those proper tools, all the tools exactly that I need, I'm not going to build that deck to 100% up to par that I want, up to the standard that I want, because if I don't have that level, or if I don't have that certain saw that I'm using, or the certain blade, or a little drill bit pre-drilled when I'm putting the screws, it ain't going to work in the very end. I'm going to be struggling. And while I struggle more and more, the less the standard goes down on that project, and then look at the outcome in the end. It ain't going to be good.
No doubt.
So there's just that perspective. But, no, I just wanted to also ask you, my brother-in-law, he's a Miami fan, or he's from Miami, you know, he grew up there, he went to school and all that. He told me they're looking into Trey Lance. If that were so, what would be the outcome, and who would we get, or what? A-Chain's hurt. I wouldn't want him. Or would you?
Shoot. I would try to get something better than a 4th-round draft pick. You know, I would try to get draft pick plus. I'm greedy right now. If they desperately want Trey Lance, who we consider the golden child for this offseason, I would want more. I want more than what my 4th-round draft pick was that we lost. So if A-Chain is there, then yeah, you know, I don't think they'd get rid of A-Chain. He's a drafted guy who they playing dog food for at least for 3 years. So I don't know. They probably do something like a draft pick. So I'm looking at a 3rd or a 2nd, you know. So I'm trying to recoup the things that I can get. Somebody says Jalen Wright, but they drafted him this year, right? So they're not going to give up on their guys too quickly. Somebody said give us Waddle. Give us Waddle. Give us Tyreek Hill. I think you're going to have to get something out of it, you know, to make it easy. They trying to sell tickets too, so they're going to need something exciting there as far as the Miami Dolphins. What's the Dolphins' record is, by the way?
Shit, I'm not too sure.
Okay. They saying Tua is coming back in 2 weeks, so it could be a moot point. The Cowboys.
That guy can have to go sit over there somewhere else and get some therapy. He should never be going back into the game of ball. That's just sincerely from human to human. I know money's money, man, but hey, man, you got to learn how to step aside sometimes, man, just for your own sake, your own health.
You ain't lying, bro. I appreciate you for calling in, though, man. That's a good thing to stretch my mind around and seeing how we going to work that. Appreciate you for calling in, fam.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, I know everybody's going over here and trying to keep people accountable for this and that, and you know the way the season's going right now. And I just you know already, it's all about vibrations, frequencies, and energy. So we got to keep that vibe going up, Law. That's why I'm here with you. And stay tuned. Y'all have a great day.
Yes, indeed. Stay tuned, man. Keep the vibrations up, man. Keep your body as possible on the alkaline side as possible. You know. Yeah, diseases, viruses can't survive in an alkaline environment. Hope I ain't talking too loudly, but that's just how it goes. I got Soul Goddess, I got Swayze, then I have the VIP hotline for your mind. These are the next 3. Get your selves together, and we're going to get on as soon as this commercial break is over.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. I got Soul Goddess in, brought to you by Frenkel and Frenkel. Talk to me.
What's going on, nation? What's going on? How's everybody doing today? I got a couple points I just want to get through, and then I'm going to get off. You know, I like to jump in, do what I need to do, and get off so everyone can get a chance.
Okay.
All right, so the first point I want to make, I don't like the term garbage time. I just need to say that because it really be irking me when I hear it in the chat or people repeat it, because that phrase never existed before Dak Prescott was on the Cowboys. Nobody ever said a quarterback trying to make a play or a comeback, especially in the fourth quarter to win the game, was putting up garbage time stats, and that never existed before that. So I don't like it, and it really irks me when other people repeat it and further that narrative.
Hey,
that's one.
That's one. That's one.
Number two. Yeah, I want to get to it so you can react and I can get off other people can get a chance. Number two, we like Jerry, the owner. We don't like Jerry, the GM. The last time Jerry said, fuck everybody else, I'm going to do what I want to do, was in 2015, 2016. That's the last time we had a really good O-line and it's okay defense when the defense was just trending to be like being historically bad. After that, we all knew Jerry never believed in Dak Prescott because he built the 2015-16 run that we went on. He built that for Tony Romo. Everything that built that was like, oh, Dak was historically good, look at all the weapons he had at that time, was never his. That was built for Tony Romo. If Tony Romo didn't hurt his back and went down, it would have been a whole different story. So y'all need to stop with Dak had all this and had all that, because when the team was finally getting built for Dak, everything is going to the defense. We didn't really see Dak really start getting a weapon until when? The only reason we got CD, Jerry said it himself, his grandson wanted CD. That's why he drafted him. Why we get Amari Cooper? Because Dak needed help. That's why we got Amari Cooper. That is the bare minimum that Jerry was trying to put in for Dak Prescott. People need to stop like Dak was getting all these weapons. He had weapons because Tony Romo was getting them weapons, and that was the leftover. When they started leaving, we did not improve on that side of the ball. So people need to stop with that nonsense. Dak covered up a lot of cracks in the wall, and now that he can no longer do it, everyone's acting like, oh, what the hell is this? I'm not a Dak writer. Dak got his problems too, and he needs to improve on, what's going on when he feels like under pressure and all that stuff. That's fine. I don't got no problem with that. I'm not an apologist for him, so people stop putting that word in my mouth because I'm very clear with what I say. If you want to take it a certain way, that's the fuck on you. You need to learn to think for yourself and have critical thinking. Okay? I say what I say and I mean what I say. 3, y'all need to stop. We already know that Jerry's a problem. Why y'all keep harping on it? How he talked to them people? Why y'all sticking up for a radio station that called us moron, that was willing to sacrifice Zeke when Zeke didn't have no issues, that's always talking bad about our players, how they wanted Dak to be hurt? So who was he talking about before? Let the Red Rifle come in here and do something. Let Cooper Rush come in here and do something. Why are y'all sticking up for a radio station that wanted all these people, every time something go wrong, they want all these other people to come in and fix the problem like it's okay? It's a puppet for Jerry. Jerry said himself, I pay you to ask certain questions, to say certain things. I don't take anything that radio stations say seriously. That's how just Jerry moves. Y'all need to accept that certain business owners, when they got money, that's the world of how money works. If y'all can't accept that, then y'all don't know business. That's what it is. Yes, it's disrespectful, but that's how it moves. That's the organization. Unfortunately, as a Cowboys fan, we love with our heart. We are very invested emotionally, but sometimes y'all got to take a step back and be logical with it. Y'all can't let your emotions overrule your logic. And that's the point I have when I call it. There's no delusion here. We see the forest from the trees. My main point when I sum it up to be a Cowboys fan is don't get distracted by the magician's assistant. Look at the magician and see what the trick is. And that's all I got to say about that. Y'all have a good day.
Man, so God is off the top rope. Shoot, she on the money. All I can say is this right here is that continue spit your truth. Continue to spit your truth on that. The garbage time. Let me see if I can recall the garbage time comment. That goes all the way back to Charles in Charge when he first opened up. With 2020, we did put up some good numbers with offense, but most of the people said it was garbage time. Well, whether you want to debunk that or not, Dak Prescott according to all of the legends out there, if it is, then he's the best quarterback in those times because no other quarterback is privy to that. That's the only thing that, that they bring about with Dak Prescott. The other thing was, even with my guy, Trayvon Diggs, the year, I believe it was the same year or was his next year, he led the league in INTs. It was like, but look at the yards allowed, right? Now, nobody even know what yards allowed is, right, on the other players. So it's always going to be a negative connotation as it relates to our players, whether we want it or not. The other thing was the Jerry Jones versus the radio station. I get it, right? I understand wholeheartedly that Jerry Jones paying those guys. And some people was like, hey, Jerry don't own that station. A Bull Sugar. Bull Sugar, he owns that station. Just like when you see a player get dunked on and he said he owned that man. That's what we talking about. Not all the time monetarily. But if Jerry Jones say, hey, all of a sudden he going to pick up and go and let Law Nation be his flagship station, shoot. 105 going to have to let off a lot of folks because they ain't going to get all of them Jerry Jones interviews 2 or 3 times a week, right? They're not going to get all of the interactions with the players and all of the releases and stuff like that and the trips to Oxnard and getting that media role and all that stuff. Law going to have that. And I'm going to be like, all right, Jerry, let me see. All right, yeah, Jerry, keep going. Then I'm throwing some more softball questions. Then on the side, I'm going to talk about Jerry. That's what they did. Didn't they do that? They throw him a little softball questions, and then when they off air with Jerry, they talk bad about him. They talking now. They talking bad like, yeah, man, Jerry don't pay me. Yeah, man, Jerry suck. Jerry is a horrible GM, but when he get there, yes, sir, Jerry, they carrying the water pail. And he just only mad because he hit them where they hurt, or they hit Jerry where it hurt. And that's why Jerry was like, basically, what he said, y'all.
Get your damn act together. Don't like your attitude.
I haven't updated the board yet, but that's basically what he told them boys, right? So shout out to Soul Goddess for pointing that out. On top of that, and 1310 is still surviving. 1310 shoots all type of shades at doggone Jerry Jones. Yeah, they do the fake Jerry impersonations and stuff like that. But, it'll be a way where these guys can probably stay afloat, but it won't be the same amount of remunerations. Let's get that squared away right there. But, shout out to them. Shout out to Bobby Belt, Sean, and RJ. But, it is what it is. And I got a chance to see and hear my guy Dak Attack this morning address that, about the same things that Soul God has said about the fact that, that same station called us morons, right? And I think that there was a miscommunication between Dak Attack and Boss Cowboy Sports. I don't get into two guys wobbling over stuff like that, but I can tell you that probably it was just a clear miscommunication on what Dak Attack said. Because Boss Cowboy Sports don't have time, to be going back and forth with anybody. And I think the Dak Attack probably don't have time to go back and forth with Boss Cowboy Sports. But I get it, man. We don't need to be fighting each other over Cowboys nonsense. We need to be fighting each other over the Cowboys winning or losing, not none of this crazy bullshit stuff. And that's just what it is. We're going to let the next caller on, Swayze, and then I got my guy VIP from the 908. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's going on, man? I'm mourning, man. I'm mourning the 2024 season, bro. Like, it's I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, this is how I felt in 2002. When I was watching the Dave Campbell years. We are currently in the more talented Dave Campbell years. So that's basically what it is. Just history repeats itself. So to address the Jerry Jones situation, first of all, can I address the caller before me?
Okay, go ahead.
Dak lovers are so annoying. They might be the most annoying. They up there. They with the bars with Nicki Minaj fans. They up there with the Drake fans, the Kendrick fans. They up there. Dak fans are ridiculous. I'm not. She just lied to everyone and said that the garbage time term was only being used after Dak. Like, that's clear false. Like, the gaslighting Dak fans does to actual Cowboys fans needs to stop. It's not one of his seasons this year. Last season you could have did that. Not this season. Just be glad he got his money. That's not going to you, by the way. It's only going to Dak Prescott. He's not donating to his fan base. It's just going to Dak Prescott.
Yeah,
so just be happy he got his money. That's all I'm going to say. But I do believe that he don't have a running game this year. So obviously, you know what I'm saying, Dak literally doesn't have a running game, and his game is predicated on having a running game. So I do fault Jerry on that. Let me just be clear. With the Jerry Jones situation, when he called out the radio station, I don't necessarily think. I think the reason why Jerry called up, and I've been listening to Jerry for years since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's been getting tougher questions than that, and never called no one out or threatened to fire someone. Because those are softball questions, in my opinion. Like, people question his like other personal things, and he never went out that way. I think
he did say, since I'm paying you guys, you ain't making light on me, man. That's the only thing that's different. Somebody like me throwing tomatoes at Jerry, he probably would accept it. But he's saying, look, man, I'm paying y'all, and I could go pay somebody else if that's the case in the scenario. But keep going.
Nah, I do agree. I get what Jerry was saying, but I think it wasn't Jerry Jones, the owner and GM, talking. I thought it was Jerry Jones, the father, talking. Jerry is not the GM. It's Stephen Jones. Stephen Jones and Will McClay are the GMs. Jerry just makes the final decision making. They just put it across Jerry's desk and he okays it or not. But the GM is Stephen Jones. I think the criticism that people are facing on Jerry, subconsciously speaking, he's more defensive now because he knows it's his son that is making the mistakes, and just like any father would do. You feel what I'm saying? Like, from a psychological standpoint, that's why Jerry was going off for them, because subconsciously he knows by them questioning his status as GM, and they know Jerry's not the real GM. Everyone knows it's Stephen Jones that's the real GM. By them criticizing Jerry Jones, subconsciously Jerry feels as a father, he just feels like, you saying all the bad things, can you say something good about my son?
Oh, I didn't look at it that way.
Exactly.
I see your angle. It's kind of like, the show yesterday, when we had Stacy on. Hey, I get what y'all saying about my son, but look at the positive things about my son. He's not washed. He's not trash. Show me tape. Show me this. So, yeah, a father will go to the edge of the earth to protect. And that could be the situation because Jerry is more of a maverick back in the days. Jerry is the guy that will and deal. Now Jerry done took that away from him. And we can see that this could be more of a damn Stephen Jones thing, and he just standing in the gaps. I could look at it from that angle. I always measure twice. I didn't think about it, but until now, you got me thinking. That could be.
Because Jerry's tendency is to pay money. He doesn't mind paying the money. If he wants to pay a big-time free agent, he doesn't mind doing it. It's Stephen Jones.
Stephen Jones' tendency is to, damn, Swayze, God dog, exactly. Boy, look, you done got my mind thinking now, man. Man, you on point, man. Appreciate you for calling in, Swayze, man. Thank you, man. God damn.
All right, no problem.
Yeah,
I'll see you.
Appreciate you, man. God, he got me thinking. He literally got me thinking because I asked this openly about where have this guy been? Where is this guy? And I'm gonna pull it up in a few seconds. Like, this guy no longer exists, and it could be the fact that he's allowing his son to drive the car now, and that could be the situation. That could be the whole deal with all of this, man, because yeah.
I just want to say this. There is no substitute for winning. I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game.
Please come
home. What got Jerry? Alone. Yeah. Come on, Jerry. Come on home, man. Tell your son that he's no good, man. Tell him the same Jerry that damn near got into a fight with his son over Deion Sanders. Come on back, Jerry. Come on back, man. Maybe that's the case, man. Maybe CeeLo says stop it. CeeLo said, "Stop it." Shit. But let me know, man. When did Jerry ever took the bolognas, man, and the beans over the porterhouse steak, man? Come on, Jerry. You 82 years of age, man. You got more life behind you than in front of you, man. Or you got the secret, the unlocked code to the reality of it. I got my brother from another mother. No other don't look like Danny Glover. But keep it good and cool with y'all. VIP. Come on with you, man. Talk to me.
Lord VIP, baby. Lord, I have officially opened a Slurpee line to whoever bro is, man. Go home in the Slurpee category, man. Man, look, you call me a... Look, these clowns, man. First of all, you're talking out of both sides of your face. You said Dak needs a running game, but he's garbage. Which one is it, bro? Both of these can't make sense. We all know when Dak came in the league, he had a running game. He was a play-action quarterback. So instead of increasing that, you decrease that, and you expect more value out of him? Like, Lord, make the math to me.
Oh, my God.
Then you got Slurpees like this clown jumping in. Bro, I told you, whoever called shout out to, what was baby girl name that came on?
Soul
she got to be from the East Coast.
Soul Goddess.
I like her.
You like
baby
her?
Girl, you want to marry me? Are you married? But anyway, I'm putting her in the VIP room. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. but Lord, I mean, Matt, Lord, we are watching right now a train wreck, Lord, and we are on the front, the back, in the middle of the train, and I'm screaming, "Yo, is anybody watching this?" and for somebody to come on and say Jerry is not in control, whose name is on these checks, Lord?
Jerry's name is on the checks, but Stephen Jones been quiet lately. We can't let him off the hook. We need Stephen Jones to start talking. We ain't gonna let him off this hook now.
No, because he's definitely got Jerry's ear. He will be in if you were in the streets. He will be what we call you have a boss and you have you know what I mean? I don't want to go into mafioso terms, but you have an underboss. You feel me? And basically, he's the second in line. So he's got Jerry's ear, of course.
Yeah.
But end of the day, Jerry makes these decisions. End of the day, I don't give a damn what you said about my quarterback or the wide receiver. He could have had them both in line before the training camp. So before summer even popped off, both these signatures could have been on a check. We know he was going to sign them. So that was him slow-moing. So you can't blame his son or anybody else for that. Then we could have played in the free agency market because now we have more money to move and shake with. So come on, cut it out. I'm watching Philly move and shake, and they have the same problems as we do, but they add on every year. You don't see them subtracted. And I'm not no Philly apologist or whatever you want to call a Dak lover. I'm a reality. I see reality.
Yeah.
So cut it out, man. Cut it out, bro. And I told you, if you say anything about my quarterback or anybody that decided to say something about my quarterback, I'm running down on you, B. I'm outside. Where you at, man? I need to pull up on you, bro.
Appreciate you for calling in, VIP. But, hey, are you still going to say it, bro, on your way out?
Oh, look, I still have belief in this. If you don't have belief in my Cowboys, get the F up out of here. Get the F up off of Law. Get the F up off the Cowboys. Go burn your Cowboy stuff. Bro, B, this is some ride or die. This could be a toxic relationship, Law, but I'm in it. Me, Janiqua, Tashiqua, we all going to White Castle tonight. So, Law, if you die, I don't care. Like the San Fran Law, I don't give a goddamn if we go into a tie, we win by a half a point, and then all these Slurpees will be back on it. Oh, man. Ooh, whoop, whoop, whoop. Last week, Dak won the game for us. Oh, I ain't hear this all this crazy talk then, so cut it out, man. Dak has another 5 years. If you're not riding with us, get the F up out of there. How damn Cowboys. I ain't a killer, but don't push me, B.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
I ain't mad at you.
We was once two brothers of the same kind. Quick to holler at a hoochie with the same lie. Y'all got to see VIP, man. All right, so I ain't going to even hold y'all. Based off of stats and accolades and all of that crazy stuff, the Cowboys are the 27th ranked overall team, 31st ranked defense, the 26th ranked offense. If we march up there to Santa Clara and y'all acting like y'all say when we win certain games, it'll be all Super Bowl. Well, damn it, if we walk up there to Santa Clara, and I got the twin, he already ready. Twin already ready. That brother already ready. He acting as if, though. You know, they done already won the damn game. And if we walk up in there against the team that got the same damn record we got, they 3-3. But the difference is, in the National Football League, they got the second-ranked offense and the fifth-ranked defense. They're third overall. And if we hand them that L, oh, my goodness, man. Oh, my goodness. They going to talk so much about how Law Nation done ripped a hole into the 49ers' soul and put fire down it because you can't get me to hush my mouth. But, hey, I'm gonna let y'all know how it is, man. It's gonna be a good moment for me because I can't stand the 49ers. I don't even give a dog if they put me as the quarterback and the running back. And they say, hey, Law, do you think we have a chance to win? Yup. Yup. I can't stand the 49ers. Yeah, I can't stand them, man. And if it's anybody, look, shit. If it's anybody I want to win this year, beat is the 49ers, man. I ain't worried about what Lord Bronson said. Let me tell y'all what he said, man. Hold on. Let me tell y'all what he said. See, he talking bad about us right now. You know what I'm saying? He talking bad about our team and tagging me and stuff like that. That's good. That's good, Lord Bronson. That's good. Let me see follow right here. He talking bad about my team. Yeah. He
been sitting back. Yeah, I just been cooling. I've been sitting back. I've been looking at the landscape of things right now.
He talking bad
and
about us.
You know what? You Dallas Cowboys fans and some of you Dallas Cowboys content creators, y'all are really, really, really disrespectful to y'all pappy. Jerry Wayne Jerry Wayne done gave y'all everything. Jerry Wayne gave y'all everything. Y'all running around here talking about some 5 rings because of what Jerry Wayne done did. Y'all.
I can't wait. Y'all just don't know. You see, this is what the Eagles do. They trying to take a dump on us. They trying to beat us down while we down. But they fail to realize that if anybody, I can't wait till we play the Eagles. Because I'm quite sure the way the Eagles look and the way they operate, we going to sweep them boys. Y'all mark it down. It is October the 16th, the day that we are 3-3. And the Eagles don't look that good themselves. They struggled against the Browns, and that's okay. They struggled against the Browns. Y'all saw what we did against the Browns, and that's I can't use that as football math. But I'm telling y'all right now that you guys can take this clip and chop it up. And I'm going to play this clip right here with my brother from another mother. Don't look like Danny Glover. I'm going to play this clip and I'll say, yeah, see, you thought we was down. And all of that stuff that y'all was saying, I'm the reverse, inverse, or whatever verse of what Stephen A. Smith says that the Cowboys are an accident waiting to happen. But I'm going to tell y'all, for the Cowboys, that these Eagles are an accident waiting to happen. Because I can't wait. I'm going to be lit because it's going to be what they said last year.
We're looking great.
Yo! If it's one thing I can count on, is the Eagles making me grin because I never got a chance to go to the Super Bowl to watch my team lose. But I got a chance to go to the Super Bowl and watch the Eagles lose. Or watch the Eagles lose. I didn't go to the Super Bowl, but I watched the Eagles go to the Super Bowl and lose. Yeah, so let's go, man. I got my guy from the 9-10, and then I got my guy, Angry Cowboy. You just hold tight, man. But from the 9-10, smoke one for you. You're live. Talk to me, man.
Long. How you doing today, my brother?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great.
Man, don't you just love when these haters come on here, bro? Call us Dak apologist, Dak lover, Dak delusional. Oh, my God. It's all Dak everything, right? cause everything, bro. I mean, we can't just love our team. Is there a problem with just loving the Cowboys? The whole, we gotta hate on one person on the team, like he's the whole fucking team, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, one person don't make no team. You can't hate on that just because they're having a bad time on offense. You can't hate on Michael for not stopping the damn run because the whole team ain't stopping the damn run. But you want to blame Parsons. You want to blame that. But you can't be that damn blind to not see that we have no D-line right now.
Yeah.
We have no O-line right now. Our running backs have nowhere to run it. Our damn wide receivers are not getting no daggone separation. Are you serious, bro? We're playing off-man coverage on all the receivers. They can run wherever the hell they want to. I mean, come on, bro. This is getting crazy. I'm so tired of these stupid ass damn freaking fans saying the dumbest crap, bro.
Come on with it.
Person and make a whole team. It's unheard of, bro. Ridiculous.
Just drop them.
Yes, indeed, man. Keep cooking.
Stop it, man.
Yeah, man. Keep going because it's a team game. Team stands for together. Everyone achieves more. Right, and that's what we need.
There's a reason why we have 53 guys. There's a reason why we got 53 guys, right?
Right.
Can that catch every ball? Can that catch the smoking ass down, lobbing them bits on that side? Can that catch the ball for him? Can that throw it down long pass? You can't do everything for everybody, bro. It's like unheard of, man. You can't do anything. You can't. Listen to me, okay? When Dak came in in 2016, bro, what did he have right in front of his face? He had a great offensive line. He had a number one running back in the league behind him. He had an offensive coordinator that knew where the hell he could throw the damn ball to. He didn't have to worry about nobody hitting him because he was just sit there, bro. Are you serious?
Man.
Get out of serious, bro.
Keep cooking, bro. Keep cooking.
Man, it's so stupid, man. I'm so tired of this mess, man. Stop talking about this Dak. Dak is not the whole team. It's impossible for him to do all that mess. Impossible, bro. Look at these damn blockers. I mean, damn Zach Martin's getting destroyed like he's lost. It's ridiculous. Terrence Steele ain't bucking nobody, okay? He ain't bucking nobody, bro. And our guys ain't getting open. And they played man-to-man the whole game. Detroit played man-to-man the whole game, and they blitzed. What do you want him to do? Stop it. You know what I'm saying? The defense playing off man, hitting down yards, let the guys run wherever the hell they want to. You got DeMone Clark, who looks like a lost-ass child out there, don't know where he's supposed to be positioned at. He don't know where to go. He don't know how to get guys in order, the big plays. He's overplaying the damn line. He's getting out of his gaps. Come on, bro. Keep it up. Keep talking shit about damn Dak. Keep talking crap about that, man. It's stupid. Keep talking crap. You can't see this crap. Lord's showing it to you right now. He's showing it to you right now, bro. Look at this crap. He has no time to throw the ball. The guys ain't kissing the ball. They're getting pass interference. All kind of crap. You don't talk crap about the damn Cowboys? Man, shut up. You need to go to hell with that bull crap, man. I'm tired of some of you damn fans. They're sick of these, man. They're making me sick. I'm tired of them.
Let's go, man. Appreciate you. Smoke one for you, man.
No problem, man. I'm outta here, bro.
Yeah. Smoke one for me, man. And then somebody said you got.
Right now.
Hey, they said, bro, you gotta smoke one for yourself now.
Always.
Oh shit! All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Right,
love you, man.
You know it.
Yeah, it's a diva.
They can come closer than close, yeah.
Rogue Shop.
Original, they never will be.
You said this phone line is brought to you by Rogue Shop. Hit us up, 657-390-7391. And that is the hotline for your mom. But stay tuned. Please visit rogueshop.com. Now, far as what Rogue Shop is all about, I would tell you. Now, a lot of people look at the sticky icky as a taboo subject, but I'm going to tell you, from personal experiences, watching my mom go through the fight that she went through, and the only thing that could elevate her mind and take away the pain was some of this great stuff that Rogue Shop is providing. Now, granted, you got to be 21 years of older, and we check out Rogue Shop, man. Come on, baby. Oh, man, good. It was echoing on y'all, man. God, dog. But, man, oh, my gosh, man. Boy, Smoke One got me going. Shout out to Robot Law there. I got to fix that. I'll fix that on next go around. But, man, that wasn't really like that, though. It was 420 that got you like that. Let's go get the next caller, man. I had $100,000. He ran off with the plan, though. So, all right, so we get my guy, Angry Cowboy from the 802. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
What's going on with your Law Nation?
Not much, man.
Oh, man. Shoot, Smoke One, he's a real Angry Cowboys fan.
Oh, yeah, he was on it, bro. He was on it.
But anyway, I just wanted to touch base real quick on that whole garbage time thing. And if you can't hear, I'm losing my voice because I was yelling at the TV.
No doubt.
But you know, the whole garbage time thing, like you can't say that a quarterback is doing garbage time whenever he's trying to fight his way back into the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when that, like with the Baltimore Ravens game, we lost by 3. A lot of people were saying that it was garbage time, but I'm like, how is that garbage time when we lost by 3? Mike McCarthy will take Dak Prescott out the game during garbage time. We've seen it.
Yeah.
But also just switching gears real quick to that whole 105.3 The Fan thing. It's not really taken up for Sean and RJ or 105.3 The Fan.
Right,
it's nothing like that. It's actually taking a glimpse in. It's taking a glimpse into how Jerry Jones thinks and how Jerry Jones thinks with this organization. And the coaches that he brings to this organization, the yes men that he brings in. Because if the coaches don't do what he wants them to do, he'll just get another coach, you know, just ask Jimmy Johnson, you know. But I just see that being the issue. Like, we see that there's a culture problem, and 105.3 The Fan just highlighted what our culture problem was, you know.
Yeah.
But also, and I'll let you go with this one, is just like 105.3 The Fan just got a taste because you know they called us what they called us. Say we didn't have a Rolodex, we didn't have anything like that, but they just got a taste of how they treated content creators because they got treated the same way by Jerry Jones.
Yeah, you right, bro. Man, shoot. Just got a taste of it, man. That's how it is, man. Appreciate you for calling in, man. Hey, you do a great job on your channel, man, calling out things. I think that, and you got a smooth voice too, man. You know, it sounds very great over there. And let people know where they can find and follow your content, bro.
You can follow me over, you know, the Angry Cowboys Fan YouTube channel. I'm on TikTok. I'm on X. You can follow me over there. But I just want to say real quick, content creators, we got to stick together, y'all.
Yeah, we got
real talk.
We all we got, yeah. And you right with that, man. Without us, here's the craziest thing of it all. Regardless of whether you like it or not, we new media. We all new media because we report, we talk the good, the bad, the ugly, and we are new media at the end of the day. But appreciate you for calling in, Chief.
I appreciate you, Law. How about the Cowboys?
How about them, man? That's a good call from Angry Cowboy Fan, man. He's in the chat. He got a wonderful channel, great voice. One of the new content creators, I believe Dak Attack all started at the same time. Cowboys, Fan Talk, Rome, all of those boys, man, got a voice for the voiceless. I think that we all, if we get together, man, we can make an impact. And the craziest thing of it all is that we have different opinions, you know, and those who convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. We know that the radio station, they organized. They got segments. They got commercials that they got to go to. You know, they got time frames, man. They won't go this long, right, without 30,000 commercials, right? ESPN won't go this long without 40, 50 commercials, right? But it's just me, man, with a live stream, and we got 7 people that I should have been hit the lock button on.
The conference has been locked.
So we getting it out of the mud over here. I got Uncle Charles, Chris, and then I got 682. Yeah, all right? So let's go. And then I see you, MJ. Hold tight. Uncle Charles from the 205, you live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's up? What's up, Law? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Can't really complain outside of the fact that the Cowboys ain't doing anything.
Yeah, and they ain't gonna do anything. You know what? And we're thankful for what you do because it ain't easy. It just ain't easy to do what you're doing. See, everybody don't have the patience and the time to put the work in. But when we see a brother like you do that, we must hold you up and say, hey, here's a brother right here doing what he's supposed to do for the nation. And this is why you will descend further and further into the highs of heights. This is what I'm saying. Take that, you can take that and you can bank it. Let me just say this. Jerry Jones did show everybody just who he was. I want Jerry to hear what I'm saying. I know you don't care what I say, but it's all right. One thing I know is that you'll never outlive money. That I know. You'll never outlive that $20 and that $100 bill. I can tell you that right now. You threaten this man on live radio. Well, I just get somebody to just ask me the question. Let me explain something to you. You remember when somebody came to you and told you that you was their dad? What did you do? You didn't say, come on, baby, I love you. Come on. I accept you. What did you do? You threw money at it and made it go away. Just like you try to do now. See, you built this whole mess, and now it's right in your lap. And now you're looking for to put it on somebody else. Well, you can't do that to the fans. The fans is the one that shows up. Let me tell you something, man. You got some fans got Dallas Cowboys in every room in their house. Do you think that stuff is cheap? Hell no. Yeah, it's not cheap. You call us America's team. No, we're a team in America. We're not America's team because a team that's called America's team don't get their ass whooped like that. They don't. See, if you don't care, that's one thing. But when you know you killing yourself, then that's another thing. Now I got a friend named Billy. Billy got blonde hair. Billy dead and all kinds of stuff. And he came with his neck real pink. I said, man, what's wrong with you, man? Oh man, I just smoked a little crisp meth last night, and I said, man, what are you doing? You're going to kill yourself. Why you want to do that? And they couldn't tell him that. And then he walked across the road. His two top teeth fell out of his mouth, and the arm about to come off his damn body. And you know why? Because he don't care, just like Jerry Jones don't care. I'm going to say this in closing, and I'm going to get on out of here. When the Dallas Cowboys decide, the organizations decide to put us up with the elites and have us play for Super Bowls, then I'll come back. But I'm going to sit on the sideline as long as I goddamn can and watch the professionals take over. Because they're the only one going to be able to deal with this fool. I ain't going to be me. I'm going to say this in closing. We got a man up the street here. He's 59 years old. He's an exhibition. He like cutting his grass in the nude. Well, everybody in the community had a problem with that. We went down there and filed a thing with the police. Police come out and talk to the man. The next day, the man came out the house, shut his chicken naked to his mailbox. All of a sudden, the man 2 days later went down to the police apartment and filed a complaint on us. Now, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you came out your house, shut your chicken naked, when nobody wants to talk to you, nobody wants to come up on you, and this is what you did? I tell you what, everybody in the chat, I tell you what, how about everybody on here just get naked? Let's get thick ball naked and let it hang. Let's just let it hang. I tell you what, let's get church's chicken naked and have a good old damn time. That's what we need to do. Jerry, the problem is, Law, is nobody listening to him no more. Now you see who got this whole thing messed up. It's only one man. And this is the man gonna have to, what he's gonna do, just like he did that young lady, he's gonna do it to the coach. When I want something gone, I throw money and I make it leave. Now, Jerry, you're here for one reason. You're 80-some years old. You mean to tell me that God gave you those years for nothing? You got somebody else's time. See, with power comes great responsibility. What is you doing with your power? Are you responsible with it? Are you? And that's all I got to say. And I love you, bro.
Much love to you, Unc. Appreciate you. Yes, indeed, man. That's Uncle Charles, man. And I miss my Uncle Charles, y'all. Church's chicken naked Jerry, man. You know. Yeah, y'all go ahead and lead that day, man, and do y'all strip naked, and something gonna happen, man. You know, you can get the attention. I think I'm gonna be pretty sick that day. I won't be able to make it with y'all. Yeah, I'll coordinate the routes though. You know, Uncle Charles, boy. Yeah. Bucket naked. All right, I got Chris, then I got 682, and then we have the 206 508. So Chris, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What up, Law?
What's good with you?
You do great content, man. I like the
you,
content you do.
Thank ya.
Yeah. I like what Soul Sister said and VIP.
Yeah.
And then that angry cowboy guy. I forgot what his name was. Smoke One or whatever.
Smoke One for you.
Yeah, we need someone like that on the sideline, man, to fire up these guys whenever they're down, because whenever they're getting their butts whooped, there's nobody on the sidelines yelling or trying to lift the team up.
Right.
They just hang their heads down.
Yeah.
That's the kind of fire we need on the sideline. Someone like
fire,
that.
man. Some fire, man. We need something to have these guys ready for action. And it's too many times that they sit Indian style almost on the sidelines. Like come on, man, get some action going.
Yep, something, man. They just all quiet. Like, we need someone that, like a Des Bryant that we used to have, or someone like that.
Somebody, man, put somebody out there, man. That's just the only thing we don't see often.
Yeah, and that's what we're missing. Someone with fire to, bring up these players. Come on, let's get out there and play, and that ain't happening.
Yeah, Chris, but hopefully we can get that going, man. Appreciate you for calling in, Chris.
All right, cool. Take it easy, Long.
Real do, man. All right, let's get this thing rolling, man. I got 682, man. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's good, Law? How you doing?
Well, man, I can't complain, man. Can't complain.
Man, brother, I just want to just say, man, keep doing what you're doing with your YouTube channel. I like the Dr. Tack show as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to jump into this first of all. I want to jump into what my thoughts are on Jerry Jones, man. Jerry, you got to feed the beast, bro. You got to give us Cowboy support lovers. You got to give us something, man. You slipped on the Devontae Adams trade. We could have had somebody out there on the outside doing some big things for us. He's going to have to make a coaching change. He's going to have to do something big to reel in us Cowboy fans. I think that if he doesn't, he's going to start seeing these people selling tickets, starts doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But on the cool, we got San Francisco. We got a little bit of hope on the other side. My thoughts is if we go in there and put up a fight, you're going to see us wanting to support this team again. But if we just keep getting the dog shit whooped out of us every game from here on out, because we got a tough schedule. We got a tough schedule, man. If we just keep on going out there and playing so flat, Dak's going to have to jump on his MVP season like he had last year. He's going to have to start making those throws. We're going to have to start getting these blocks. I'm going to support them regardless. Lose, win, tie, Cowboy fans till I'm dying. I just wanted to share that with you. But I got a question for you, Law.
Talk to me, man.
All right, man. If you could do one thing to change the Cowboys right now, what's the thing that you would do to improve this team?
I will pick up the phone, call the Titans, and get Jeffrey Simmons here in the building. I will then, as soon as I'm off the phone, I pick up the phone, call the Seattle Seahawks, and say, hey, what do you want for DK Metcalf? I get DK Metcalf, I get Jeffrey Simmons. And then the next third move I would do is Cam Akers. He just got picked up from another team, just one of my Mississippi boys. I will see what we got out of Dalvin Cook. I will run with these running backs. I will give my guy Rico 15 touches. I will give Zeke a little bit more than 8 touches. And I will elevate Dalvin Cook off of the practice squad so he can be my my stretch zone run guy. And we would go with those 3 running backs if I can't find a running back that's willing to be traded for the Cowboys, right? And that's just what that will be my 3 moves from right there. If I can't get another running back from the trade aspect of it, I will elevate Dalvin Cook to the damn 53-man roster to see if that can even shake up anything. But in the pinch, if they're going to play light zone, if they're going to play lighter boxes, is going to pay by me picking up DK Metcalf. And on the defense, Jeffrey Simmons is going to help at least give us some type of pressure in A gap and B gap. And pray to God that Michael Parsons and D-Law can come back ready, and as well as MK. That would be my moves right there.
All right, man.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, man, appreciate you getting me on the show, man. And I got to leave off with this. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, baby? Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm not out on Hunter Lupke. He's a short yardage back. He is a fullback. He's going to be a lead blocker in those roles there. Hunter can still get his looks, but I'm not giving Hunter more touches than what he's getting. I'm looking at him as a fullback. Yeah, I'm looking at him just like Kyle Juszczyk. I'm using him just like Kyle Juszczyk. Hunter Lupke is your extension of your tight end. So what I'm looking at with Hunter, instead of putting Schoonmaker out there for those chances, put Hunter out there. Instead of going with those particular looks, put Hunter. I think that he give you a little bit more than Schoonmaker. Yep. And that will be my options there. I think that my options will be a whole lot better than what the Cowboys doing with some guy named Seth Williams, who they done picked up from Walmart. So he was working at Sack and Save, and he like, oh, Cowboys gave me a call. I'm looking at my phone right now. If I see a 214 number, if I see a A1, if I see a Cowboy, if I see a Dallas number, what's Frisco area code? I'm picking up that phone. I'm like, Will, this you? Yeah, man. I know I'm in my 40s, but I can at least give you two. I got one good play left in me, dog. Yeah, Will, I'm ready, dog. Yeah. I'm waiting for Will McClay to call me, I didn't play football in 20 some odd years. I haven't played football, but I'm willing to play for you, Will. Come on with me. Call me. Yeah. All right, I got the 508. You're live. Talk to me.
Yo, that's some funny stuff. Like that.
Shit. Call me. Come on,
that's
Will.
Some crazy stuff, man. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Cowboys. Well, first of all, I appreciate your content. This is Alex calling in from Massachusetts. I've been a Cowboy fan since '76. Appreciate your content, seeing you grow. You're a blessing to all those content creators. Y'all stick together, keep doing your thing. Nobody's going to stop you. But let me just unpack this look. You know what I look at the Cowboys as a perfect storm.
Yeah.
It starts with the owner, it goes to the coaches, and it goes to the players. I believe when I look at the Cowboys right now, I just look at this whole makeup of who they are.
Yeah.
They have no identity. Coaches, their scheme is outdated.
Right.
Are they teaching any techniques? I know that last caller was talking about the Cowboys back then in the days, had an O-line and everything in front of that. We had a good O-line coach.
Yeah.
He was teaching them technique. See, I think we got talent. There's a lot of coaches up there think that we got talent. We have talent.
Right.
But are they being coached? Are they being coached up? I mean, when you look at, and I break down, like our cornerbacks, they got a coach over there. He's teaching technique to them. That's why they're good. That's why Lewis is good, because they got a legitimate coach out there teaching them that. When you look at us, I don't see that anywhere. The scheme, like, where's the movement at?
No,
Then you
man.
pencil it down. There's no movement. It's vanilla offense all the way. Vanilla. Like, high school offenses are more creative than that.
It is.
And you got coaches up in Dallas getting paid millions of dollars. Like, come on, bro. Are you serious? Like, the Green Bay offense is not working, bro. The scheme. Like, we used to run that zone run. We don't even do that anymore. Get those guys out in the open, be creative. Get some of those young cats up there. Let's see what they can do. But I do believe we have talent. And I'm not going to say we don't across the board.
Right.
I just don't think they were using that talent and developing in that talent and scheming that talent where everybody else is scheming the talent. We have no identity on this team. None. And that team just got – D-Law, let me just – why I'm on this run real quick. Guys,
This storm came last year against Green Bay in the playoffs. We've been 12-5 the last 3 seasons. 0-3 in the first round of the playoffs. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? We get blown out last year, and I said it to my boys. I said,
we beat the
this
Bucs.
team just needs to get blown up.
We beat the Bucs, I believe, in between that time frame.
Okay.
we beat one right there.
That's right. We beat. And Tom Brady was there. Tom Brady was there, right? We went to TB. Okay, I give you that.
Yeah.
But let's go back to last year, bro. We had it all set up, man.
Yeah.
Number 2 seed.
Woo, keep going.
You got a home to. You had it cooking at home. All you got to do is serve them up on a platter. And you come in and get blown out by Green Bay, bro. By a team that you should have beat. A team that you should have. And I said it last year, and I'll say it right now. The last 3 years, we had it all cooking for us, and we did not take advantage of it. This team now has to go in another direction. The coach has got to be gone. I'm sorry. McCarthy gone. You need some young bucks in there, bro.
Yeah,
you need some
do.
young bucks in there. You need some young livelihood brothers coming up with schemes that we never seen before. Be like, oh shit, you running that on? I never seen that before. Colleges are doing this, bro. So now that's my whole dilemma. And Jerry Jones, bro, I went to 2 games this year. I went to the Cleveland game and I went to the Pittsburgh game. And I'm going to be honest with you, I sat up there in the Pittsburgh and my boy said, yo, what's the chance? He's a Steelers fan. He said, what's the chance of us winning, you guys winning? I said, 40%. He said, okay, cool. I said, 40%. I said, I give us a 40% chance of beating you. D-Law, I am not lying. I sat in that game and I just sat back and watched both of those offenses. And if they let Field throw that ball, we would have lost that game. Because Field couldn't pass the ball, they lost that game. And so both offenses were vanilla. They weren't really special. I know we pulled it out in the end, and a win is a win. I get that.
Yeah.
But this team, the way it's constructed right now, from the head down, is a perfect storm not to go nowhere. Nowhere. And I know the last caller said we're going to San Francisco. False hopes, bro. That team is false hopes, man.
Yes,
and I
indeed.
know you said bringing in a couple more players and everything. You can bring all those players in there that you want, but if your scheme is vanilla, you ain't doing nothing.
Man,
You're not doing nothing. So I appreciate you, D-Law. Go ahead, bro.
No. Go ahead. No, do your thing. Do your thing.
Yeah, I appreciate everything you do, but you can keep on bringing players in, man. You know, you can do all this and everything, but I'm telling you, you know, we had a problem with the old coordinator that before he went, we shipped him off the, what was his name there? The young, Kevin, what was his name? The old,
Kellen Moore?
Offensive coordinator.
Kellen Moore,
right?
Yeah,
what did we say with him when we got into the playoffs? His offensive scheme became suspect and dull. Yeah. He was not putting people in motion. People were just lining up, playing man to man, because they knew what we were going to do. And we're back to same square one again. Same square. That's about where we're at. Nobody's in motion. Running backs and we got talent, bro. Don't sit up here and say that we do not have talent.
It's going to have no scheme. Appreciate you for calling in, Alex. Man, you have a good one,
Peace
bro.
and love you, man. Hey, one for the house, right?
Yeah.
Diehard Cowboys fan, always will be. I'm mad at them right now, but I ain't going anywhere. Cowboys for life. Peace out.
Yes, indeed. Peace out to Alex, man, and my guy from the 206, man. Come on, take us home.
What's up, family?
Yeah, take us home, bro. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, man. The man, he ain't lying, bro. Y'all keep talking about this for the last 10 years, 5 years. The guy's not lying. The schemes for these teams is not good, bro. You don't play your scheme, and you got these people all over the place. The safeties is horrible. You keep bringing in detail because they've been on the street for 1,800 years. Now you think you're going to come in? No, man. Enough is enough, bro. And then the offense, you got the players standing and play to their strength because you scared to play to because you want to pass all the time. Your quarterback ain't fucking Dan Marino, man.
No.
Dak Prescott is not Dan Marino, bro. Stop acting like that. And I'm going to be honest, and I was watching my boy
what's the little podcaster? My boy.
Who?
Your one boy. Man, my favorite guy. He be doing background. He play the piano. He play instruments.
I don't know, bro.
This little skinny brother. I can't even think of his name, man.
Yeah.
He be coming on sometime with the guys still and them and stuff. But anyway, he broke it down today. Hey, you gotta be right, man. Dak Prescott, they know that play, bro. That play in the corner that you doing. I know that play. If you didn't see that, I saw it. I saw, don't throw it. That dude is, he's baiting you. They know that play, bro. It's the same stale play. Come on, Dak. This is your 9th year. It's a team sport. I know that. But, man, come on, man. Man, you've been here 9 years, bro. He don't use the legs. And you can say all you want about the offensive line. Number 70 getting killed. He be getting killed.
Cooked on.
He getting cooked, y'all. I ain't never seen. Usually when people used to bull rush him, nowhere. Stalemate. Nah, they knocking him 10 yards back. So every team now, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I'm playing bump and run with the receivers because CeeDee Lamb can't get off a bump and run, and Dak Prescott is going to panic. Okay, let's press 88. He want to go there and press 87. He ain't going to throw to the other receiver, so you ain't got to worry about it. He's trying to, because he panicked, and we'll blitz him, or we won't blitz him. And you got 15 back there. 15 is good for 3rd and 1. You know what I'm saying? 3rd and 2, that's when you use them, or for blocking. Then you use number 23. You know, the plays are not correct. I'm watching a Jets game. Sweep left, sweep right, sweep left. You see them plays? I said, oh, my God. Why we don't do that? I said them plays were so creative. And then the owner got tired of it. He said, let me get this sorry ass, excuse my French out. Let me get this sorry 18 that I got from San Diego out of here. Get his ass out of here quick. And let me go get Devontae and put him there. You see what I'm saying? And then Amari Cooper gets the 3rd round. So the problem is the owners. They sorry as hell. He's cheap. He don't want to do nothing. And then it's the players, too. The players are soft, Law. We got soft players. And then, like you said, we went 12. They get in the playoff, and then they choke. Because they be acting like they got it going on, and they ain't nothing. If number 11 was probably playing for another team, he'll probably get 15, 20 sacks. But for us, they burning this dude out, trying to make him play a DN. He's not a DN. He's a, excuse my friends, a god dog. He's a god dog linebacker. And until he get that in his thick head, he's going to get beat. He's going to get beat. And you better get rid of them safeties. Them 2 safeties, number 6, he can't tackle them. I heard somebody bragging that he came up. That number 5 ran his butt over. Come on, man.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you, man, for calling in, bro. I thank you for. Go ahead. One more thing.
They had a lineman as receiver. That's so embarrassing. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to be a Cowboy. I'm always going to be a Cowboy. But the whole team sucks. We might already get used to it. Now they win. I thought they could win against San Francisco, but I don't know now. If we get beat down again, Law, before you leave, if San Francisco score 40 on us, Law, what you going to say?
I think they're going to score 40.
You know,
I think they might score 40. It's going to be a shootout, so we're going to have to make sure we can get our offense going. Yeah, we're going to have to be a shootout with them boys, man.
The quarterback ain't going to the quarterback can't. Our quarterback, offensive coordinator, he's going to call boring play. They know our plays, Law.
They know
it's going to be the same thing.
Yeah. But we're going to have to be ready for it, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you for calling in, fam. Good call from my guy. You know, thank you for calling in.
Goodbye.
Always a pleasure, bro. It's gonna be one of those type of games, man. Double chin strap. They ready to embarrass us. Don't forget, you know, we owe them one. But we went from playing the number 1 offense. Now we're finna play the number 2 offense. In the 5th ranked defense. So we got to expect that this team is going to at least burn about 28 to 30 points on us could go up to 30. This defense, San Fran defense, to me, in a sense, is a little bit better than the previous Detroit defense, to me. They got Fred Warner, who go hook the sideline at Bosa. He's the Aiden Hutchinson is like Bosa's son, so it's going to be one of those type of things. And they just attacked at every level. Their DBs are very feisty. When you look at their ability to run, it don't matter. They can lace them up and put me at running back, and I could put 30 yards on the Cowboys. 30 yards, I can get 30 yards on the Cowboys, but I won't do it. I go the other way. That's how much I love my boys. So they're going to score some points on us, man. What I said in this game, we're going to have to score via the special team. That's our strength right now. Our number one strength is special teams. That's where we at, special teams. Yeah. So we're going to have to be victorious in this way. And if we had the ability to rewind time, we'd have been able to go back in and get running back, get inside help, interior help, versus getting long in the tooth guys. We'd have been able to do these type of things.
There are times in life you wish you had a do-over. If you're in a wreck, make the smart choice right away. Frenkel and Frenkel, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
Call them first, man. We need some type of time machine. Hey, I'm going to call Frenkel and see if I can get that time machine and rewind and call them, especially if you are in an injury or any of those things. Call Frenkel and let's see if we can rewind the times and get things going and be right on it. Bland especially can help us out. I've seen people putting DeRon Bland in there. We're going to have, and I want to temper y'all expectations too. Yeah, DB plays is rhythm plays. DBs, you just don't throw a DB in there and then he's automatically right in rhythm, in sync. DB plays, that's why I was like, hey, you're going to give him like a couple of touches. He's going to have to slowly get himself in. And you got to look at Debo, the way he runs. They're going to match Debo on Trayvon Diggs. They saying that Trayvon Diggs don't want to tackle like that. Well, damn, who you think Debo is, right? And guess who they call Baby Debo? Guess who they call Baby Debo? Brandon Ayuk. So these are great yak guys. These are guys that catches the ball and run with authority. And then as soon as you get used to those two guys, they coming at you with Kittles. I ain't talking about Skittles. Kittles. He may wear that shirt again. So I'm just letting y'all know. And then you know who really kills it? And I don't know if he's still healthy, but Jawan Jennings. That's the real dog of them all. Their third wide receiver. That's why I was telling Twin, I said, I hope they don't pick him back up. I hope that the 49ers are foolish enough to let him walk. That was one of the biggest acquisitions. I think in all of football, he's like top 5 or top 6 in receiving yards. Jennings, whatever his name is, Jawan Third Down Jennings. That's where Purdy like to go to. So, and they got a better offensive line, Pooney, or however you say this man's name. He's more physical on the right side now, and Trent is Trent. You know, he's going to look at these boys and say, okay, all right. You mean to tell me you can barely get pressure when you had Parsons and D-Law, and you throwing out a guy named Carl Lawson in them? Nah. So the way we win against the 49ers, special teams. A scoop and score, a fumble. But the way our offense is looking, man, right now, it ain't looking good. Did y'all see the little clip? I didn't even talk. I just put it up there. Don't y'all know that Reek is looking at it, Armstead is looking at this like, oh, Martin? Don't y'all know that these players, they get a good vibe when they beat Zach Martin. They get an extra push when they beat Zach Martin. To the point that McNeil or how you say that man's name for the Detroit, They said 2 tears in a bucket. We extending you after what you done did to Zach Martin. They don't give a dog about his back being broken or stooped and built back up again with worn out tools. Yeah, it's true. So we going to have to be ready for the 49ers. And guess what the hell we talking about? Everything but damn football. That's what really makes me mad about this team. We talking about Jerry Jones and his lack of going out there and willingness to going out there grabbing players. We talking about X, Y, and Z things. When real football teams, they are talking about only getting better. Shoot, Aleem McNeil, yeah, they gave him a raise. So that's just what it is. Carl Lawson is buff, but no kind of build like Tarzan, play like Jayen, or however you call it, yeah. Or Armstead not there no more. I forgot the other kid name. Pardon me. That part, my bad, Action Power. Whoever's that interior guy, let me see who on that team. Hold on. Because I know it was somebody they done got, and it's the tip of my tongue. And I said it's Armstead by my mistake. My bad, charge it to my head, not my heart. PFF, let me go give y'all the scoop on everything. Yeah. 49ers. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm going to pull them up. Collins kid. That's what I want to take. Malik Collins. A former Cowboy guy. And he been playing lights out over there. Malik Collins and what's the guy? Leonard Floyd. When I was banging on the table, like, hey, we should go get Leonard Floyd. Y'all like, nah, man, he ain't him no more. So guess what? You're gonna be going up against Malik Collins. And Malik Collins, he's been stepping it up in the last few years. To the degree from the interior, Malik Collins got 3 sacks already. Yeah. And the reason why I know Malik Collins is because Brandon Tuck, shout out to B Tuck. Not J Tuck, but B Tuck. Right here, D-line, guru. He said, man, my guy Malik Collins picking it up. Cowboys, man, y'all did an epic mistake letting him go. Mm-hmm. So it is what it is. Yeah, Lawson is small but can't move a sofa, man. That Carl Lawson, boy, we looking for dexterity and bend. That joker turn around like this. Hey, that boy, he can't do like this. He can't put his hand down like this, hands inside. That joker like this. Got all of the muscles on top of muscles. But they are 3-3, so they can be beatable. Yeah, Lance Bell, you're all right. They can be beatable. And they was hit with a slew of injuries when they had their losses. Yep. But, it is what it is, Cowboy Nation. Just letting y'all know, my job is to let you know of the storm. And like, hey, it's going to rain. Prepare to go get the umbrella. Prepare yourself to get X, Y, and Z things. And I'm not finna leave yet until I get these super chats, man. I forgot all about them, man. Y'all was sending super chats, and I'll be remiss not to include y'all.
Prescriptions, co-pays, lab.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. Let me get these super chats, man. Y'all sent in some hard-earned money, hard-earned time for your nation, and I'm going to make sure I get to all of y'all. Shout out to everyone who sent the stars. I know these shows are longer than Shaq Feet, 4-5 hours I'm live with y'all. And especially after a loss, we see I jump in real quickly after a win and we get up out of here. But after a loss, everybody want to get these things going. I thought about just not opening up phone lines in general, but so many people got to get their mindset together, man. So I try to open the phone lines up and not even put the time frames on there. But as I got free time, I give y'all free time. The kids been out of school all week, so it's better for me to be in this little office than out there. Just messing with y'all. But, all right, the Jones family getting players off of buying nothing but Facebook pages. Yep, you ain't lying. Samson always a great supporter. Keep in mind for this month, we'll do the drawings at the end of this month, so y'all got time, and we will be giving away this white helmet. We be giving away this white one. I'm thinking about, I'm going to add this little visor to it. I'm going to add the visor to the white helmet and give it away. You know, I think that would add a little bit more jazz to it and put the visor on this one so that you guys can have that one right there. And I'll just order another one. Yeah, I'm going to give it away. So we giving away to one lucky winner. Also, we still have the $1,000 giveaway by the end of this. I think it's by the end of this month. If you downloaded MyBookie, use promo code LAW make a deposit, I think, of $50 or more, or $5 or more, I meant to say. Screenshot it, send it over to me, whether it's Facebook in the messages there, Instagram and X app, or go to lawnationsports.com, send it over, and your name will be entered in. All right, so Samson says we need to stop the zone run. Yeah, we do. Cody states O-line, D-line, and play calling, fix that. I believe we look a whole lot better. Yeah, and that's something that's going to take a while for us to fix, especially on D-line. Jay Smooth says for the $20, especially if you're trying to fix everything in-house, it's going to take a minute, y'all. It's flat out going to take a minute. And there's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's going to take a minute. It takes all 22 to win, and no one is playing good. But for casuals to blame it all on Dak, Purdy lost CMC and still a top 3 in rushing and 4 all-pro weapons to throw it to. Damn, but we want Dak to do more with less. Team grades, yeah. And here's the thing, though. And Jay Smooth, damn good super chat. I wish I were to read that earlier, man, about 2 hours ago. And then I think somebody even commented and said the difference is Dak's been a starter longer than Purdy. No. Don't use that as a crutch. Don't use that. Purdy's is. Can I cuss, y'all? Can I cuss? Can I say one cuss word? And I promise you I ain't gonna cuss all day. Can I say one cuss word? Can I say one cuss word? I'm trying. I got to say, 'cause that's the only way y'all can feel it, you know. Let me give. Can I just say one cuss word? Just say yes or no. L says sure. All right. Yes, please. Mark. Purdy is in a fucking system. The Cowboys not. We don't have a tangible system. And when Purdy is in that system, he looks good. Dak Prescott is not in the system. That's the major difference. You pick rookie Dak Prescott and put him in that system, San Fran system, y'all will be saying a whole different story. It's not about who's old or who's young or who's this and that. He's in a system. There's no identifiable system. We've been hoodwinked, and I like Mike McCarthy. He's a step up above Jason Garrett. But that's what he is, a step up. He's not multiple leaps ahead. And that's our number one problem. All right? So, and I feel what you're saying, Jay Smooth. You know, appreciate the super chat. Justin says, I said this in Vach chat yesterday. I say it again. Jerry can't take the heat but wants to be in the kitchen cooking the food. Retire as the general manager. You are 1,000,000% right. You 1,000,000% right. And that's just what it is. He is in a situation where I'm in the kitchen, but hey, turn the temperature down. I don't want the heat. Dog, what you doing, cooking ice? Seiton states that Jones RA, you trying to give me counsel, man. Yeah, yep. And but shout out to you for your support, Seiton. Yeah. MVP 1084. Shout out to you for the $2 support. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for your support, man. We need a system, man. You know, put it like this, even a sewer's got a system. You got a plumbing system when you got one. When you go use the restroom, you're using the system. We don't even have that. we literally, when I'm able to sit in this seat in the confines of my home and call the next 3 plays from my seat, what you think that guys on the opposing teams are getting paid millions of dollars to do? They're looking at tape. Yeah. So appreciate the MVP 1084. Appreciate you, man. So the Cowboys, to me, man, they're going to have to need a lot of things. And we're 3-3 is not over with. There's always a fighter's chance. There's always a puncher's chance. There's always a way, right? There's always things that we can't see, that we don't supposed to see. But in the realities of it, there are tangible things. And that's life. Tangible, intangible. And when you lay and weigh all of everything on the intangible things, it is harder. It is harder. Fixing it in-house will never work. By the time you fix one issue, the things you fix will be up. That's cited. 1,000,000% true. 1,000,000% true. 1,000,000% true. When you are in a dictatorship and you have someone that truly believe their way or the highway, it is a terrible spot to be in. Denial is a real thing. Denial is a real thing. Ladies and gentlemen, resistance is what we need. Reinforcement is what we need. You see, you can punch a hole in sheetrock and patch it up. But see, the integrity of that sheetrock would never be the same. But from the naked eye, it is. But it will always be a weak spot. But you saying you fixing it from within. You can have a house that the foundation is bad, and you can take a can of paint and paint here and paint there. Put new shutters on it. Driving by that house, you would say, man, that's a beautiful home. But if you say to yourself, I'm only going to fix it from within, fix it myself, and you put the house up for market, for sale, someone else is going to look at that house and say, yeah, it looks good, but let me call my inspection team. And see, the inspection crew is going to inspect that home without biasness. They are in the middle, and they're going to come back with a report of saying the foundation is weak. That's why the cabinet doors don't close. That's why the toilet upstairs don't flush correctly. That's why when you're walking, you hear cracks and crevices. There's no damn ghost in the house. Your foundation is terrible. It's on a bad frame. It's going to cost you thousands. And also, we check that you got termites. You see, when you fix it yourself, the foundation and the things, if you're not doing it properly, will always creep up at the bad time or the worst time. It could be storming, raining, drips of water everywhere in your home. But from the outside, it's a beautiful home. Appreciate you, DC, for life. Your name is entered into the drawing. So if you have a bad foundation, Jerry, fixing it now the way you trying to fix it will not work. The time to fix the foundation was during the off season. The time to pay Dak Prescott was during the off season, if you're going to pay him anyway. The time to fix the wide receiver situation was during the off season, if you're going to pay him anyway. There are some people that's watching this stream that it probably won't hit them 10 to 15 years from now, when it's time for them to buy their home, when it's time for them to go into a situation that when you're buying a foundation or buying a home, that in order for it to be built correctly, you got to dig deep first. They said this thing called about a rooted in. Well, if you're going to be rooted in, make sure that you are grabbed for the deeper parts of the root. You just can't say, well, I'm rooted in, but you're rooted in quicksand. You're rooted in sand. Where's your foundation? You know, in order for a seed to grow, it must die first. That seed must grow downward first. That seed must grab hold to the soil first, and then it begins to sprout up. But there are a few seeds that only grow on the outer edges, and when the strongest of the strongest wind blows, that seed or whatever that tree is or whatever that plant is gone. Right? The same way is with the foundation. Jerry Jones had built this particular foundation on loose soil. He built this foundation on or really not real good trust. You got the coaches looking behind themselves saying that, hey, if I can't get this done, mama and them is going to be looking elsewhere in some other state. So I tell y'all right now that this bye week, unless they rip something apart and begin to work on the small things as far as foundation, when it come time to play the 49ers, they're going to uproot the Cowboys just like the Detroit Lions did. They're going to parade and dance all in the end zone. Debo is looking into the skies right now of his celebratory dance. Oh my goodness, Kittles is looking into the skies of what the celebratory dance will be when he get into that end zone, knowing that Michael Parsons last year said, okay, we will see y'all in the playoffs, and we didn't get a chance to see them in the playoffs, by the way. But they don't forget these players. They know Fred Warner. He done already said that last year. I was able to decipher what the Cowboys are going to do last year. And we looked a whole lot better from an offensive philosophy and principle last year. So now if we're going to roll out the same thing to Fred Warner this year and thinking with hope that we're going to be able to get something going, I got land on the moon for sale. That brother Fred right now is watching tape now on the Cowboys. And they got somebody else that they got to play this week. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we just got to be prepared. Oh, yeah. We got to be hungry for it. I see you. Louis says Kittle gonna wear another F Dallas shirt. I normally would say, man, I wish I had a few dogs over here to remember what Kittle wore and use that as motivation. I want to say that I wish that I had a few dogs over here to remember the 45. How many points they put up? How many points they put on us last year? 40 something. I wish we had a few dogs that can remember that them boys hung up 40 points on us last season. I wish we had a damn coaching staff with a backbone. Yeah, to say, hey, come hell and high water, we may lose a few games, but damn it, this Sunday, we ain't losing. I want you to take your helmet off and bite somebody if possible. I want you to take your hands and tickle them if possible. I want you to smash your head into that particular wall when it's possible. I want you to come out here battered and bruised, Play it through the echoes of the whistles. We're going to play a sound-minded football game. There will be no flags, no, on us that we can control. Off starts, false starts, offset, offside. I can't talk today. I'm too crunk. All of them. We shouldn't have none of those penalties that we can control. Delay of games, none of that stuff. We're going to win by time of possession. We're going to take our biggest of the biggest backs that we have. We're going to try to run. We're going to establish that. We're going to set the tone. I got $1,000 on the first person to lay the boom, but we ain't going to say that outside of this room. Y'all know what I'm talking about? That type of football stuff. We're going to be locked in. We call it lockdown. That's the type of football team I want. I want some killers out here. No tweeting. No Instagramming. No podcasting for this week. One voice, one sound. We're going to come like an element of surprise. We're not going to give them no bulletin board material. We're not going to say this is the game that we must win. We're going to lace them up. We're going to be locked, loaded, and ready to beat San Fran. That's the damn shit I want. That's what I want these teams to do. We need some soldiers out here. Come on, baby. But on my way out, if there's one thing a man should always do, is mainly to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they mean or bring makes sense to you. Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because raised voices only turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I'll ride with brother, roll with brother. How about them Cowboys? The moral of life, live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who want to be smart or try to be. They would take the decent man to alter his heart, to seek to rip him apart. Those men, you should never call them friends, because they bend their lives around the truth to meet their end. Cowboy Nation, that's all the time that I have for this beautiful moment. Be sure to hit that like, share this content, let friends or neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Let's go, baby. Yeah, that's what I want right there. I see y'all in the chat. I feel the energy in the chat. I don't feel like going, baby. We're going to get on up out of here. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. As they say, stand tall or not at all. I normally just like to get it on the way with this right here. Let's see if I can find it. I'm going old school with y'all, man, with this one. Let's go old school. I think I got it somewhere in here. Yeah. Let's get it. One way or another. I don't think it's one there. Nah, that ain't it. But it's almost the head is. Yeah.
Read it, run from it, destiny arrives all the same. Now it's here.
Come on with it.
Should I say?
We up out here. This is the mindset you should have. Come on with it. Come on with it. Yeah. We up out, baby. Wartime, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Come on with it, baby. Let me see some fire in the chat, baby. Lift up y'all spirits, man. Come on with it. Come on with it. I'm in the fire with it, baby. Everybody else may be giving up, but we ain't giving up over here. Come on. Come on with it. 3 and 3 boys. Put 3 and 3 boys in the chat, baby. Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on with it. Yeah. Yeah. Come on with it. Y'all better not let the Cowboys win next week. Come on with it.
Spartans, prepare for glory!
Until next time, DC for life. Jerry! Jerry!
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?